but we can probably, excuse me, get things going. I'm a little bit sick today, so apologies. I should be okay to run now.
Hopefully get to feeling better.
Yeah, I've been feeling better since this morning.
Spit that out, Lou. It's bad for your health to be sick.
And I might need your help, Lou. You gave me the PB2 and the PB3 for Ray. I need the PB4 for her now.
Sure. Does the PB4 get something unique?
Let me see here.
She might just be able to adjust the one that you have, but just in case I can...
Third level. No, the next big one's at 7 and 11. Okay, so what would I need to adjust for her on a PB4 then? Whoops.
Well, just the abilities that would improve through +1 to the proficiency bonus, which I think are her attacks, possibly damages. I'm not sure of the what it says for her. I'll give you a copy of it anyway, just so you have an idea.
Okay.
What's it called?
Drake Companion, PB4.
All right, 1 sec. Drake Companion. All right.
Oh yeah, 5 + 5 times your ranger level, so her health needs to go up too. The Drake.
Yeah, so... Well, here, I'll just assign this to you, and you can use it as you will.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to put it under character info,
resources.
Okay. So you should see it in there now.
Yep, I got it. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Alright. Excellent.
And is my ranger level my overall level then? 9?
For the pet?
Hit points is 5 + 5 times your ranger level.
Well, you're single class.
It's not your... Yeah, it's your ranger level, so if you were multi-class, those wouldn't contribute your other levels. But if you're all ranger, then yes, it would just be your current level.
Okay.
Which I believe you are.
Yes.
Hello, Mikey.
Yes, welcome back, Alwyn.
Yes, glad to be back. Oh yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Sexy DPS archer.
Yes.
Damage is the hottest thing. Okay, so I don't know where you guys were at, or if I'm interrupting. Am I allowed to say something real quick? Are we still waiting? What are we doing?
We're waiting on Matt.
Waiting. Yep.
We're leveling Alwyn up.
You may speak.
So yeah, Rhea, I know we had talked about the names before. I know like Felix and Paul weighed in, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't want to rock the boat too much." It may have been the week you were gone. They were, and we had talked a bit about it, but they were like, "No, like we don't want to take it away." Basically, like Matt and I were the original founders. They were like, "You guys have the ultimate end say of yes or no," because you guys were like the OGs. And I had said, "Yeah, I'm kind of attached to the name. I do like it a lot." That's why I was like, maybe if we do something that pays homage to like the Holy Trinity, even if it's like, right, like that's why I was like, you know, the Trinity Familia, like maybe it started as a Trinity, but now we're like a full family, or maybe not even like, you know, holy something, right, or whatever, depending on what it is.
Yeah, I was just summarizing.
I think I'd be much more open to that.
Yeah, I was only part of the. If it was discussed in chat, then yeah, I must have.
Sorry, go ahead, Mary.
But I was only summarizing like the conversations that had happened in Discord chat, like not in voice, because they had gone. Some of them had gone like really, really, really long. So I was trying to like kind of breeze them down. That's
will
all I meant by
say-
mine was like just a little summary.
How about we
And
we
I
put
have
it
you
to
guys
a
cutting
vote
out. Can you?
outside game?
Sorry, say that again, Mary.
Oh, I was just saying that you're right. If you guys had a conversation via voice about name changes, then I must have missed that one. I was just when you brought it up again, and I thought we were gonna probably like start talking about it again. I was my comment was just a summary of the conversations that happened in Discord chat, not necessarily text chat, not necessarily voice chat. Yeah, so that's fine.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
okay.
well-
Yeah, I was just trying to fill it in.
Why don't we discuss it
Hey.
offline? Go ahead,
Exactly.
Felix.
Okay.
No, I just want to say this is that I kind of want to optimize game time, like Raven's
Yeah, that's what
time,
I'm saying. We should
and that
probably
would be great for me.
we should
Thank you.
probably get going.
No,
let's move
that's why I
on.
wanted to check it here right before we start. So if we were still waiting, but yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, so let's see. We are on the Holy Trinity, session 74. Ophelia, it would be your turn for scribing, if you're okay with that.
I would love to.
Excellent. I'm actually trying a new system, as per Miri's suggestion. When someone scribes, they are put to the bottom of the list. If they don't, they remain at the top of the list till they do. So instead
Ooh,
of
that's
just
a good idea,
continually
Miri.
rotating.
It just means that the person that has written it longest to go is always at the top. They may not be here, so we still might, fill in for them or whatever, but we don't come up next week when we volunteer this week. We're at the bottom
Yeah,
again,
so basically if people just miss the week they're supposed to do it, like, they don't just get to go to the bottom. Like, they just sit there until they go or, someone takes it for them.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Ophelia is scribe. We have Kudo doing quartermaster. And it looks like Rhea, you were the previous scribe. Would you like to give us a recap of last time?
Sure. Let's go see what I wrote because I forgot I was scribe. All right, so we began the 57th of autumn in the mid-morning. After our encounter with the bone golems, we were looking for a place to rest, and we explored to the east. We opened a new door. We found some long dead bones in a chamber we're pretty sure was sealed for a century. But when we approach the bones, they animate and they're immediately hostile. And so we initially react to fight back, but we notice insignias of Dinara's house. And Kudo successfully kind of negotiates a let's calm down. Ophelia is kind of uncomfortable with the number and position of the undead kind of surrounding us. So she drops spirit guardians and stops burning them, but she uses turn undead. So the wraiths are a little suspicious. But Kudo's diplomacy kind of smooths that over. And we learn that the Sword Wraith captain of this group, Marith Hupa, and his, I'm probably saying that wrong, and his soldiers died in this room when the dark ritual that changed Isik came through 100 years ago. And they have actually been confined to this room ever since. They haven't been able to leave and wander the city like some other undead have been able to. So Clank had some readings that he had done in the past that he thought maybe laying their bones to rest could free those spirits from being confined to this place. So with the captain's permission, we kind of gather up the remains of him and his men, and we promise to bury them above. And in thanks, they tell us about a storage room to the east of their sealed chamber. So we explore over there, and we find a fountain and some shelves of records. The fountain has a necrotic aura. So Rhea and Ophelia kind of mentioned that maybe it should be destroyed, but we're all kind of concerned that might unleash some sort of magic surge that we don't fully understand. The captain says that the archaeologists of Isik, before the devastation, had excavated the fountain from below Isik and reassembled it. Because Isik was a human city 100 years ago, but in cycles past, there were dwarven cities and possibly other cities even older on this place. So there's ruins and stuff that we don't know about below. He says that the water started to flow when the archaeologists completed the reassembly. Ophelia touches the water and she's immediately drained of half her life force. So it definitely seems like something a little dark. There are also some really strange scratches in the stone of the fountain. We explore the room a bit. We find a tablet with a summoning ritual, and it seems to have been recorded in the same hand as the tablet that we encountered in the Alcavian labs. It's also in Celestial, like that other one had been. Rhea finds an ornate staff. It does have a magical aura. She's got detect magic up when we're exploring. So we haven't learned anything more about it yet, but upon touching it, Rhea becomes really fond of this staff. She doesn't want to set it down. She's never carried any kind of weapons before, but she's like, gripping this like, she's determined to never let it go. She also rejects Clank's attempts to identify it and Ophelia's attempts to approach. The shelves that we explore contain some valuable art objects, which the group collects with the captain's blessing. And we rest in that storage chamber because the captain says that his wraiths can stand guard and that no one's ever come through there in the 100 years that they've been stuck there. So we feel like it's probably safe-ish. Radu, okay, so then after the rest, we start to explore additional passages, and Radu sees a water elemental, but when the rest of us kind of try to round the corner and catch up to him, we don't see it. It seems to have dissipated. We keep following passages. We find some long unused tunnels. We find some cracks in the ground below like a worked stone floor that there's some light coming from a chamber below. It looks like a continual light kind of magic or something. We want to go explore, but we know that trying to get through that widen that crack might be kind of noisy, so we go ahead and finish exploring the passage that we're in, and we discover that it connects back to the passages near Dinara's chamber. So while we're there, we visit her, we tell her about the captain and his soldiers that we encountered today, and then we decide to go back to that cracked stone above the lighted chamber. Radu and Clank use tools to break and widen the cracks, and then we drop down to discover a large I don't know if it's worked stone or like stacked stone like it's been built, but a large, like clearly constructed chamber that's lighted by enchanted light stones. And there are some stone statues in kind of a guardianship pose. And there's some really strange machinery. So we've just kind of begun to take a closer look in this chamber.
All right, thank you for that recap. One thing I wanted to add, I think you did discover what the fountain did. At least I have that in my notes that someone cast.
Yeah, I think while we were resting, we might have identified it. Yeah.
It was
yeah, go ahead.
It was called Barkest the Life Ender, and it basically could drain the life of humanoids and turn them into undead under the control of whoever basically was attuned to the fountain. So it is currently some date. Sorry, the 57th of fall
57.
at 2:52. And I have to bring in Alwyn from the background. So let's pop him back in here.
I probably spelled that wrong, but I added it to the journal.
No worries. So Alwyn, you should be correctly here. I believe... Let's see. I think there's been a long rest since last you played, so I think you should be, if not full, maybe still some exhaustion, I don't know, but probably at full with resource and everything. Alright, so yeah, we are in this old dwarven chamber. What does the group want to do?
Radu is told to wait, so he's waiting till it's okay to go forward.
Oh yeah, are we gonna move forward or retreat? There are two options right now.
What is this thing on here?
Or
That appears to just be like a decoration on the stone floor, as far as you can tell. If you want to, you can investigate it.
Could you check this out real quick before we move on?
That's a great idea.
I do not know the dwarves to be so decorative. Usually, they're functional.
I just come up and touch Clank.
So with your 28 investigation,
28.
you think that there's some kind of release latch that's buried a little bit or hidden a little bit. I'm getting some background noise there.
Sorry.
That's kind of hidden on the side here. Do you want to pull or flip? Or this would be like a small lever. Do you want to pull it?
Where?
Kind of on the north side of the stone.
Does everybody want to step back? And I
This
will
place?
try to
No, it's on the north side of the stone
Circle.
thing on the
Oh.
what the name like the design there. It's like looks like it's.
You want me to pull it, Clank?
If you would like to, I do not mind pulling it.
You think it's some kind of release lever. You're not sure what it would release.
Clank, you know I like
I like
being a little chaotic here.
Okay.
Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Everyone gets
And,
to exactly a 30-foot radius away.
I went further.
Oh, well,
It's like demolition training here, like the guys who
do
disarmed
we-
the bomb. Standard.
Do we not?
Yeah.
Do we not have a
Alan's
mage?
just in his normal position.
Yeah.
I'm.
It was just funny because you're even like forming a circle. It's like precise back there.
Blast radius.
Blast radius, yeah. Alright, so Ophelia, you pull the lever, and it you hear some kind of churning coming from underneath the floor. And the stone tile, the large stone tile, starts to lift up, and it looks like there's something underneath it. Give me. Do you have Arcana? There's some markings down
I
there.
do not have Arcana.
Alright, you can make an untrained roll. There's a chance you know something about this.
You need any help there, Ophelia?
Oh, I would love some help. You know, I really struggle sometimes, and some guidance would be really, really nice. As Kudo comes up, he feels, I know how to do this.
Alright, so she cast a guidance on Kudo.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Well,
nice.
So you don't know too much about these markings, but you think they're something to do with teleportation. And Kudo would confirm this is a circle of teleportation.
Beautiful. Is there a symbol that I could copy?
Yeah, so you could you could copy the circle down if you have something to write it in or on.
I will. Do I have any papers?
You know that
I have some
you
papers.
see
Would you
what-
like some?
Yeah. Let's copy this down.
Alright, so you
Thank you.
take note of this, knowing that if you have the spell or certain other spells, you can use your knowledge of this to return to this place.
What session
Should I
is
add
this?
it as
This is session 74. Excuse me again.
Should
So
I
it's,
call it something besides,
yeah. Well, I guess
train station?
for
Teleportation
now,
train station?
did you guys learn the name of this place?
We
So
call
is
it,
it
oh, you
something
did.
Station.
Yeah, it's so you can say Kavik Station Teleportation Circle. You could put
Havoc.
Isik in parentheses if you want.
Sweet.
So yeah, it looks like the stone kind of covers it up normally, but maybe the rune masters sometimes might use this for teleporting. You're actually kind of surprised there's not just a hollow point here. Maybe this was easier to make.
Okay, let's proceed. Excellent find.
Do you want to leave that open?
Maybe
No.
close it.
Maybe no.
again.
I want to close it. Yeah, I don't want some undead or some other people finding this, right, Kudo? It's only for us.
It's only for us, indeed.
Alright, so you push, or you pull the lever. No, I guess you push the lever back down, and the stone floor would retract, hiding the
Fine.
circle.
Or not Clank, I guess it was Ophelia and Kudo that were... those of you who know of teleportation, is the circle not usable when it's covered? How does that work?
It looked like the runes activated when we released it.
So perhaps we would not be able to use it if we leave it covered and
Well,
move on.
with your
No one else would be
Arcana,
able to.
Kudo, you would know that it is still usable, just others couldn't see it when it's down. Covering up a teleportation circle doesn't make it unusable.
Interesting. Okay.
What he said.
Yeah, what I said.
What the voice from God said.
Indeed, the voices in my mind. All right.
You'd have to destroy
Let's
the
proceed.
markings for it to become unusable.
Okay.
We should now not do that, mysterious voice. All right.
It's true. Well, I think it can be dispelled too. Well, that would be a very expensive dispel, as it takes quite a lot of resources to make one of these permanent. All right, so what do you want to do?
We will keep this. Thank
Other
you. Wish
than
to
that,
proceed. Is that correct?
yeah, the station is fairly quiet. Looking around, this is a very large area. You would guess at some point there may have been lots of people or different supplies kept around here, maybe using that large machine to move them about.
Clank, do you remember in the Alcavian labs some statues such as these?
Yes.
Do you remember how did the druids end up? Did we have to destroy them, or did we just determine some way to deactivate them? I don't recall. I want us to be ready just in case.
I think we fought them.
Yeah, I think we've destroyed these statues
Did we
like
destroy
this
all
every
of them?
time
Oh, okay.
we've encountered them. They have we did something to trigger them to attack us.
Yeah, these statues, I mean, they just look like normal statues to you.
I've heard
But
that before.
I guess, again, constructs would be something under the Arcana banner if someone wants to make a check. See what you know about them.
I'm
I
gonna
will-
touch Kudo again and say, "Hey, you got this, bud. You're pretty smart."
Clank, help me out.
Alright. Alright. So, you have training, right, Kudo?
Correct.
And-
Alright,
Yeah.
so you know that often constructs can resemble normal objects. These certainly could be constructs, so they could just be normal statues. In general, constructs have certain orders that they follow to the letter, depending on who their creators are. So it would be, if these are constructs, it would be hard to know what might set them off. Though they haven't attacked you yet. You've entered the area. So they might have
I relayed
specific
all-
instructions.
I relay that all to everybody, and I suspect that these are guardians of this Kavix station.
No, Dispel Magic does not function against constructs.
Cool.
At least not normally.
Well, should we proceed forward?
We
You
should
want me to
tread
go
carefully, though.
in there and then come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just slowly, though.
Okay.
I have your back, 30 feet away.
Standard.
I'm going to run south if I need to.
Standard distance. That's bomb deactivation, though.
I'm gonna
Explosive
summon
traps.
Willow.
Alright, you summon your wild companion. So as you approach this massive steel construction, you can't help but be a little impressed. You know steel is hard enough to forge into small weapons to be swung. This thing is enormous.
This
I see
is
Radu
awesome.
make it over
Uh,
there.
So as you get closer to it, you would see that the tracks kind of are down on a area below, and they go north and south into tunnels.
Is there a wall on this side, or does the chamber continue?
The chamber continues a little bit next to the train, but not very far. Like maybe another, what is it, 10 feet over there, and
We
that's
basically found a
only
subway
in
station.
That's only in this area. So there's like another
Mhm.
10 feet next to the train, but once it gets to the tunnel, it's no longer that wide. So it
Okay.
looks like there is an area to walk around on the other side of this, whatever construct this is. That is totally not a train.
I'm gonna climb on it, see if anything happens.
Alright, so you hop up on it, pulling yourself on top. Looks like the car is probably about between 7 and 10 feet from the floor below, so you don't have too much trouble like hoisting yourself to the top here. And
Are these pillars or pedestals?
those are pillars. Yeah, they look like they're support structures.
And this unusual change in the floor?
Just an area where the floor is all broken up. Investigation might tell you more if you want to take a closer look.
I mean, she'll peer at it, but that's not really her strong suit.
Yeah, nothing obvious. It looks like maybe just the floors kind of broke over time. So yeah, these carts seem to be attached to one another. There are, let's see. So it looks like there are only 2 carts in total attached to this front cart.
Does my investigation reveal anything about the floor?
So you see, not Ophelia, you see Rial looking at it. You come and take a closer look yourself. It looks like there was some sort of impact, as if maybe like a large hammer or something maybe broke the floor up here. Then looking closer, you think, no, wait, this may have been some kind of platform that, again, you're not sure why it's all cracked and broken, but yeah, you think this floor maybe moves up and down, but you're not sure how that would work.
Well,
You should detect the magic. Go for it, Clink. I do think
Cool.
we have time.
I'll hop on the. Well, no, I'll start casting detect magic.
All right. So you
Oh.
cast detect magic. 10 minutes or just spell?
10 minutes would be preferable.
All right. Let me roll to pass some time. Let me know if anyone is doing anything in the meantime.
Radu's just searching this whole entire thing as much as he can.
Great
So,
idea.
it looks
I'm
like
helping
there
him.
are doors on the side of this thing. You would see 2 doors on the side of the carriage/cart thing here, but they don't seem to open when you try to pull on them. Maybe you could force them open. Basically, they're on each cart. There are 2 doors on the side facing the platform.
After Clank finishes a spell, I think we should attempt to.
Okay, so time is passing.
You wanna break into something we don't know what might happen, and there's magic stuff everywhere, Kudo. That's pretty ballsy.
I mean, it kind of sounds like Ophelia.
Yeah, I think
Sounds
Hey,
he's
I'm
like,
the one that
the
gets to
punch.
do that.
It sounds like I have a sense of adventure.
You fit right in. I think we'll get along well, Kudo.
All right, so the 10
Indeed.
minutes would pass. Clank, you would sense magic kind of somewhat of a preservation spell coming from a lot of the area. You sense magic coming from the not a train. You would sense magic coming from the floors, the ceiling. Like I said, probably preservation spells or preservation magic.
Awesome. I passed that along to the party.
Awesome.
Excellent. And what of this red part of the contraption?
So
What
the
do we make of
front
this?
carriage, it looks like there is a door on the back of it. Well, I'll say it's on the side as well. But that door looks like it is locked. There is a keyhole there.
Ooh. Somehow I feel like this is the most important thing to break into.
Okay.
I would be careful of the statues, however.
Any locking mechanisms like keyholes?
Yeah, that's what I said. The door on this side has a keyhole.
Cool.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
You all like me to try to open it?
Indeed.
Great. Ophelia, do you mind giving me some words of guidance?
Yeah, as I walk up to Clank, I just say, "Don't fuck it up."
Thank you.
Smack him on the
Appreciate it.
butt.
Yeah, he likes that. You can't do that. Cooper.
All right, so as you start to mess with the door, a ball of blue light lights up nearby and says, "Greetings, friends. I am the demi unit of
We're gonna get the station name.
of the Cavix Station stop," and it starts to shimmer and almost disappear as you lose some of the things it's saying. I'll type out what you do get.
When that ball of blue light came out, do I know what the source of it was? Was it actually like from the train itself, or did it just come out of nowhere? Or
So generally these have something to do with have you I don't know, have you encountered these before? I don't think your character
No.
has. I forget if the group has.
We
But
did.
yeah, generally these are associated with hollow points. You would guess this has something to do with the train, just because you don't see anything else around that would create this thing. But yeah, so you get a little bit from the demi unit as it just kind of flickers out. You think maybe the magic that's sustaining it is weak right now.
Well, friends, do you think I should continue unlocking this door?
I think doing so will definitely trigger the statues. But that does not dissuade me any, but just a word of warning.
Maybe a
It's way
key's hidden?
We fought these statues in the past, and they're pretty brutal.
Indeed.
My arrows don't
Perhaps
do much
the-
to that kind of construct.
Perhaps does that same ball of light happen if we try to enter the other
Doors back there. You gonna try?
Perhaps we try that first, Clink, before angering the blue ball of light.
And what about searching the old area for like a hidden place for keys?
Do we have a key to use?
I don't think you currently have a key.
I think the key would
Reggie
be
makes a
magic,
good point. I'll start unlocking these doors while others search.
All right. So it was Clank. Well, these doors have to be forced open. You don't see a lock
Oh.
on them.
Okay.
So
Want me to?
you said it was Clank who was picking the main train door, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let me check something. One moment.
I agree, Radu. There is another platform over there.
Where?
The south.
You want me to try the doors, or you want to search, or
Let's search
Yeah,
to the
let's-
south. That seems wise.
Indeed.
And let's try not to get too spread out, guys, in case these
Can Alwyn
statues do come
examine
away.
this patch of floor here that looks different?
Well,
we already did that.
yeah, that's
Sorry,
the platform.
That's the one Clank investigated.
We know it's a platform that can possibly move, but we don't know how to activate it.
Okay.
I think Lou said like up and down, but yeah.
Question, Alwyn. You have the ring of mind shielding, right?
Yes.
You did communicate with the intelligence in it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's been very quiet.
Yeah. You communicated with it a couple of times. I was just curious about
Yep.
that. All right. So let's see. Are you trying to break in, you said?
No, we're checking the platform first.
Oh, so that over there just looks like the floor was cracked by something. You don't think there's anything much to it with your passive investigation?
Okay. And then how about the one that Rio's at?
Where's Rhea? Yeah, you think those,
West.
you don't think there's anything out of the ordinary about those. They're just kind of
Let's check all these.
destroyed by time.
Yeah, should we all
How
try to
about-
stand on one of these?
Oh, those are
think they're-
pillars.
If it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do notice it looks like there was a pillar here at one point, but it seems to have been brought down. So hopefully the ceiling in here is still stable.
Wink,
at
wink.
least for the time being?
Let's search this rubble.
Alright, I mean, if you want to spend some time just searching around, give me, I guess, perception checks.
This is team-wide, right?
Yeah, anyone could roll this.
But I'd rather maybe use survival to see whether I think that this poses any structural danger. Is that survival or something else?
Yeah, that would probably be survival. Unless you have some kind of, like, or any background in architecture or something.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, none of you were dwarven, right?
Not that I know of.
can read Dwarven, but
So,
I'm not.
you think it should be okay. I mean, it hasn't collapsed yet, and it looks like this pillar's been down for a while.
Okay.
That said, if there was a lot of weight on the area above, it could be a problem. So you think if you were going to use this place, you would want to reinforce this at some point. But it hasn't collapsed yet.
Like an
feeling
extendable
I got-
rod.
Yeah, I guess like a movable rod could like kind of help, but I think even the immovable rod only holds up a small amount. Like you would want an actual
Oh,
support structure. Like what is a movable rod? A couple thousand pounds.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you imagine the amount
Really,
of dirt and rock above here would be several tons.
8,000. Yeah. Lou, I got a question. How tall are the ceilings here?
They are. Let's say 15 feet? Yeah, we'll say 15. 20 feet. We'll say
Okay.
20.
Hypothetically, if I wanted to cast like mold stone or whatever it is, shape stone, like it's like I can control things in a 5 foot, would I be able to like do it like 4 spells to get like a 5 foot pillar going to the ceiling?
You would have to. I mean, you could. Probably not, because you'd be moving the stone up from the floor. So you'd have to move it up a bunch. Like, if you had the stone blocks, you definitely could, but just like pulling the stone upward from the floor, you'd have to do it like probably maybe like 8 or 9 times. Was it 5, 10?
Okay.
Yeah, probably at least 8 times to like pull it from the floor, because you have to keep pulling it up, then like enforcing the stone above it, moving it upward.
I could assist with this if we came back some other time, but
So it's doable. It'll just
rusty on
take
that
several
magic, yeah.
casts. Yeah.
I'd have to refresh myself on that magic.
But looking around, you don't really see much else in this place. At least not out here on the platform.
All right, let's try the main. Well, I guess I wouldn't know it's a main cabin, but let's try those other doors.
Okay,
I
so
prefer to start on this side instead of in the middle of those statues.
So it looks like a strength check is required. DC 15. To
Fuck
pull
this
this
up.
open.
Go for it, Radu,
What?
wherever you are.
Oh, how come?
Use your gauntlets.
You are the strength guy in the group.
Yeah, no, I
Maybe
was.
down here, so Ophelia can give you that little encouragement.
If there's a problem with the statue guys, do you guys want to be standing there, or did you want to move out of in between all 4 of them?
I think if you open these doors to the south, it might be best for us.
Okay, I'll come down to that one then.
Willow tries to stay away, so when we all get fireballed, she survives.
Alright, so give me a strength check. Alright, so yeah, it is definitely tough, but you managed to pull the doors open, which will lead into the cart, which this cart seems to have a bunch of seating in it, where one might sit down and... Oh, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, there are also windows on the side of the carriage, like glass
Oh,
windows, so you can see in.
Oh, okay.
Did we see anybody inside before?
No, there was
Or
no one
corpses?
inside, so you would have seen all these seats in here, and it has that on both of the train carts.
And
There's
it
basically
didn't-
seating inside.
And it didn't trigger the demi when he opened that door.
No, nothing appeared.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside then
Okay.
and see
Let's-
if I need to go back outside to open the second section, or if I need to go, or if I can go through the middle, all the way up and down in one cart.
Yeah, you can. So you can access any area of the cart. You would notice there's lots of old dust in here. Like, it hasn't been, used in a while. You see compartments kind of above the seats, which seem to all be empty. It looks like there's also, now that you're in here, you notice there is a door on the front and back of the carriage. And let's see, probably... Yeah, there's a lot of seating in here. You imagine this cart could hold a lot of people if it was full.
Hey, we've got a great place to rest if we need to. We just need to dust this place out.
But
Exactly
yeah,
what I was thinking.
no one. It seems like no one's been here in a very long time.
Ophelia and Rhea, perhaps we should search this carefully.
I'm gonna go see if should I go see if the other one's open or wait until we're done searching here.
Go for it. I think we're okay with these main carriages.
Is Clank, your magic eye is still active?
So looking around here with Tech Magic,
Oh.
again, the place is fairly lit with what you guess is preservation magic, but you don't see anything in terms of actual magical items other than what the group is carrying. You would, however, notice a couple of extra, well, I'll say you do notice some magical signature that might not be from the train preservation. Kind of on the north area, there is a marking there that, if you look closely, it looks like one of those Rune Master markings you've encountered that channel magical energy.
Should I use my dagger?
Use your staff on that mark.
It looks like it is in an area behind the outer wall of the cart, but whatever door was kind of in front of it. Oh, you know what? Sorry. You would see that there is a panel sliding open, and behind it is where you'd find the rune. So it's kind of behind the... Looks like they run behind the walls of the cart. This could be used to channel magical energy through this carriage, for whatever reason.
So if DC is 15, I got the door open for the upper cart.
Yeah, so you would pull that door open as well. And it's basically kind of the same idea. You would just see a similar passenger cart.
Hey, I got this one open too.
So if you consult your staff, it would say, yes, this is the old train, sir. Yeah, the old station in that place. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Yes, I'm familiar with this area.
What was this used for? Is this transportation? I see seats. Or did people live here? Or work here?
He says, no, this, you had it right the first time. The Kavik station was used for people coming to the area, the Xanthera region. These trains moved underground, moving people and supplies throughout our empire. This is one of several stations.
Are they constructs that move themselves, or is there some other...
in a way, they're powered by magical energies, created by technology that was discovered from old Nightweather runes.
Is this conversation happening psionically, or...
Yeah, in our head.
Okay.
He says, you probably don't want to try to access the head train cart. Only rune masters or specifically chosen individuals have access to do that.
Do you
Says
have
the
the
golems.
access?
Says, I did, but I'm a staff now. I don't think it's going to recognize a staff. He says, oh, a signet ring. something of the such might also get you access.
Where could
Though I
I find one?
doubt. He says, well, you'd have to have a signet ring from one of the rune masters, which I doubt you have.
Rune masters from before the time that the empire fell. From would it have to be a rune master at? Sorry. My brain got ahead of me and I kind of lost what I was saying. Sorry. Are there locations we could go where rune masters once congregated that we might either find survivors or descendants or
Says, now the
things they left
rune.
behind?
Well, I don't know what became of the rune masters. I've been a staff for a long time, but maybe if you were able to find one of our old congregating areas, or maybe the tower, but I have no idea where that would be these days. He says, sorry, I don't know much about... I mean, I have a passing idea or knowledge of the trains, but honestly, it wasn't my specialty.
What was your specialty?
He says, I will refrain from discussing it too much until I know you better. But, yeah.
All right.
That's all he says.
Well, if you had some ability to guide my hand in things, what would you have me do here?
Says if you don't have one of the Rune Master rings, then I would say you would have to get rid of the defenses before you could do anything with the train.
Defenses, the statues, or something else, or more, or both?
And he says, I'm not sure what defenses the station had, but I'm not sure if they're even turned on. It would really depend. Usually the defenses were left off unless it was felt there was a threat to the station. Otherwise, any random passenger could go and upset the station defenses.
There's a rune. My comrade saw magic at the head of the train here. Is that something we should be cautious of?
Most likely the cart's magical channeling runes. They are needed to help the train to function. But they shouldn't... I don't think there are any traps on any of the trains. Not any that our people would have put on them.
The demi that greeted us, it seemed to be malfunctioning. We've encountered one of these before, but it spoke more clearly than this one. If we were to somehow restore its functionality, would that gain us access?
Probably not. And Demi is probably just barking at you. Depending on whether the defenses are on or not, it might have ways of thwarting you, or it might just be a warning with no actual teeth to its threats.
We follow these tunnels, either north or south. Would we find any places of value or interest?
So there's probably the other stations, though that would be quite the trek. Assuming these tunnels are even connected still. Depending on how long it's been, they may be caved in.
So I would... Okay, go ahead.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I would, Rhea kind of has been standing back, looking pretty pensive, but I would move up, and I guess Kudo and Clank are here in the car with me, and I would kind of relay a little bit of... I'd be vague about how I knew it, but I would relay a little bit of, like, kind of... These seem to have been used for transportation and were likely powered by Rune Master magic, and I don't know, some of the basic stuff, yeah.
So you relay kind of what you found out without telling them about your staff.
Kudo would press you. How do you know such information? Do you consult with something?
Just recently, interesting information has just kind of been Reveal to me.
Ah, do you also have a voice in your mind?
Yes, this exactly. It sounds like we were alike in this way.
Ah, you too are blessed.
Elric too
What a
went
smooth
down
one.
this path.
Yeah, she seizes on that, like, oh good, he's not gonna understand this and not question me more.
Yeah. Kudos completely satisfied with that answer. All right. But
Seems legit.
my friends, whoa, the rock moved.
Don't worry
What?
about it.
Okay. Don't worry about it. What do you mean don't worry about it? Is that a mistake or intentional?
He's putting it
Um,
so it's parallel with
I don't know
the
what you're
pillars
talking
that are
about.
missing.
I did
I
think
will point-
it was really strange that the collapsed pillar was like so far over.
Actually, it would have made sense back there too. It could have just fallen over, but
Yeah.
it was
I-
bothering my OCD.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. It's not like
this one
some
was
weird
doing that to
feature.
me.
Okay. I was gonna point it out in character, but never mind.
Yeah, the rock didn't actually move. Maybe it's
Okay.
your tadpole messing with you. Did you
Okay.
guys? No, must be in my mind.
So what do you wish to do, my friends? Do we, fearless leader? You're so quiet. I don't want to
Sorry.
fight these guardians. If what you say is true, they're brutal. I don't like brutal, but I am not against it. I just have a fear that if we were to break into the head cabin, as your voice told you, Ria, we still would not have be able to do anything without the key
Oh, I would.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's. I would have said more like that. That trying to access the cabin would probably result in activation of defenses. I don't think I suggested that we try to break in.
While this is going on, Radu is searching all around the head of the first car here for any like keys that are like hidden behind wheels or anything like that.
All right, so you're spending some time searching. What about the rest of you?
I chime in and I say, perhaps, friends, I think we are missing maybe some key components that we have yet to uncover. I fear there may be nothing else for us here at the moment. I was thinking about that fountain still. It's weird that they were scratching at the bottom of it. It's really been irking me. And I'm thinking, what if I cast like shape stone and we could access it underneath and see if maybe it was trying to dig at something? And then I also do have a cast. We can use the melt stone on the cracks to go through another floor, I think, that we saw. Unless I'm mistaken, we already went through it.
Add a character. I don't think melt stone would do it, but I think shape stone would do it. But
Yeah,
Kudo
shape stone
would-
is what I meant. If I said wrong, I'm sorry.
Kudo would say,
Okay.
I think that is a splendid idea. But perhaps we do that at the end of day, so that if you have those energies left over, we can do it without
Putting ourselves at risk. Yeah, I dig that.
So
I
as
vote against.
you
I
are,
vote against. Oh, go ahead.
well, as you are talking, you would hear screeching coming from down the hallway, and a lot of
That-
movement. I need initiative rolls.
No, you don't.
You sure about that?
I mean, I guess I don't have to have you roll initiative.
We can just sit here and let them obliterate us.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to be the ones to take the lead here. I'm half health.
You're half health.
Yeah.
I touched that
Drank the
poisonous pool and it drained my max
About
HP to
his
half.
life force.
You are not.
He was like splashing in there.
I'm full HP, but I've
Oh,
been
gotcha,
tinted,
okay.
and my max HP is halved.
Well, what are you doing so far up ahead, bud?
Get back! I'm hiding behind you.
Alright, so Yeah, something is coming from down the dark hallway where you just were.
Do we have any room,
It's a
any
nice
time to
shopkeeper.
reposition or react yet? Or
Do you have what?
do we have time to reposition or react? Or are we...
Not at this point. You
Okay.
would be where you are.
You
So,
didn't get surprised.
yeah, you weren't
Friendly.
really surprised because you heard them coming. But the
Right.
first act is going to be Ophelia. What do you want to do?
Oh shit.
Get
Lou,
inside the car.
what is
Or
a
is it-
reliquary? Is it like a specific thing that I need to have to cast a spell?
If it has a value in the spell
It
components, then yes, you would need it.
So, like, what is a reliquary? I guess I have like some like religious art objects that are worth money, but I'm unsure what a reliquary is.
Bone of a saint.
Yeah, it's like something holy, I think.
I think reliquary is a container that is created to house a holy.
Yes.
Yeah,
relic.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, do not have that. So,
You have components.
Well, you
I
can
do-
replace things like that, only
Cool.
consumable. So if something requires like a pearl, you have to have the pearl. That would be like that type of thing. Like it would be like the pearl worth 100 gold pieces. So yeah, I think I know what spell you're talking about.
yeah, I figured you would. I just
If
Kind
it's,
of,
I don't think the reliquary is consumed in the casting. You just need to have it to cast the spell.
It's one of those things we got to get
Correct.
you when we're in town or commission it if we
Yeah.
can't buy it. Yeah.
Alright, so what are you doing? You hear these screeching and something moving down the hall towards the group.
and I can't see them, right?
I don't think you can see them from where you are. You would just hear them coming, like maybe they started climbing down or something. You do remember you
Okay,
made a
yeah.
bunch of noise up top, so this could be the fallout from that.
Okay, yeah, I am going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
What do you want me to use to mark him?
A large Guardian of Faith token.
You can use a spell effect.
Wish I had one.
I would use a 10-foot radius.
Took them all away.
Well, no, I just let's see. I guess I could give you a 20-foot circle for that. I just have to make it for you. I still have them. You just can't grab them as a group because it was getting kind of annoying.
Fair.
Because people would block each other's, stuff. Alright, so yeah, we'll give you a 10-foot circle.
And I'm moving him 30 feet, like kind of next to. Move him like right.
Actually, before I do that, is there a Guardian of Faith token? No, just the spell. Alright. That's fine. We can always make you a token later if you use this again.
Yeah, it's kind of like a niche thing. I'm not trying to get up in their face, so I'm like, let me just do something from a distance.
Alright, so you should see it under resources now. In
Let me look.
character info resources, you should see the 10-foot circle.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I bring him up. I'm going to move and try to get on the other side of it. Do I have to am I able just to use this difficult terrain to climb it and get on top of this?
On top of your Guardian?
top of the train.
Oh, the train? Yeah, it would just be difficult terrain to pull yourself up on top.
Okay, so that's 25, and then if I guess I can't really drop down yet. I'll just kind of move 5 feet to the south and just hang out way back here. And that'll be my turn.
All right. An enemy is acting. We hear movement down the hall. And I think it would... yeah, you... I don't know if you see it yet, but you definitely hear it getting closer.
Oh, I see him.
Alright, so if you see him, you have fought these before.
Oh, hey.
At the church. So that would be it for him. Another... well, you hear more of the sounds of footsteps behind it. It sounds like a large group moving through the area. The homunculus servant goes.
The homunculus servant should go after me.
Oh.
I think I changed it to initiative too late.
Then Riala goes.
I'll move just a little bit to get a better view. Oh, that did not give me a better view. Okay, interesting. I think I want to... yeah, I'm probably just gonna put down a moonbeam. Alan. Yeah, I'm gonna put down a moonbeam.
Alright. So go ahead and cast Moonbeam. And link it.
Okay. And I'm just doing level 2. Conserve my energies. Alright, so I'm concentrating.
So you drop it at the edge of your sight.
Yes.
Which actually I think lights up this area a bit.
A
much does the
dim light
moonbeam-
in the column itself. It's like dim light within the column itself. I don't think it actually shines out of the radius of the circle.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, she didn't know if there was anything behind him, so that's why she put it right at the edge of where she could see him.
Yeah.
All right, that's I don't think let me just look at one more thing. Let's see, how far away is everyone? All right, I'll hold on. I'll wait till see what happens with these golems here. All right, that's my turn.
Alright, so another enemy is moving. Once again, you hear a lot of footsteps. As something is moving down the hall.
Hey, if we get him in the middle of the statue golem things, should I kick in the door and activate them too?
Will they
do not
help
wish
us
to
or
fight.
hurt us, though, Kudo?
That
Radu.
wasn't me.
See
The
how they
That was
react.
radio.
Let's see how they react to the incoming.
Okay.
I do not wish. I'll respond to Radu. I do not wish to fight both Golem and
Science. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so what do you want to do, Radu?
I hop down and I'm going to, let's see, 10, 15, 20, 25, actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I need to do measuring. Oops, no. Easy. I'm gonna shoot that big guy.
Alright, so you...
This guy right here. Um,
What are you shooting him with? Oh, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, so 19 would strike him. Doing 6 force damage on the first hit. Second shot. Oh, natural
Missed.
1. Also, those Eldritch Blasts are not using your stats correctly, just FYI. So you might want to look into why that is. Misses anyway, but there's no way you should be rolling a 1 for an attack roll with proficiency bonus and whatever your casting modifier is. Anything else for you?
No, that's it. And I get to go play Why the Hell Is It Messed Up?
Yeah, whatever you're casting, I assume charisma if you're a warlock. Should
Yep.
that and your proficiency bonus should be factoring in. Alan, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to use Favored Foe
Okay.
on this kindly gentleman. And since Alwyn knows nobody's around him, we are going to take the shot.
All right. So you aim and fire. 15 is going to strike it. It's
Okay.
lit up from the magic in the area. You wouldn't have disadvantage or anything. So you
Oh,
do
sweet
Hunter's Mark. Yeah. Wait, do you have Hunter's Mark or you have
The Favored Foe acts as
Favored
the
Foe.
Hunter's Mark. Yep.
So 14. Ray uses her reaction. So 20 points of damage on the first shot.
Okay. Second shot.
Yeah, 21 would strike as another arrow hits it. And I don't think it does Favored Foe twice, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
so just
that is
the
correct.
11
Yep, that needs to
piercing.
drop off. Yep.
Okay, so you hit it for another 11. Does not seem happy with you.
Okay. And the door right here is open, right?
Yeah, both doors are
Is
open
that
right
where
now.
he stood? Are these? I'm just trying to look at the train here to understand it. So these are walkways into the train, then? They're all
Yeah, the
separate doors?
platform goes up to the side of the train and you can step in, like a subway
Okay, so I
cart.
could step in here and I'd be behind the window?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I do that.
Alright, so Alwyn's turn is ending. Will-O-Wisp.
She's hanging out,
Alright.
waiting to see if I
so-
need her for spellcasting.
Yeah, Will-O-Wisp's turn ends. There is movement from behind. Something moves and takes an action. Ray, I assume, should be elsewhere. In the
Yeah, she's
initiative
at an
order.
11:18. Yeah, she should be right after me.
So she went already. Wait, are you in the initiative order? Why don't I see you?
Yeah. I'm down at the
Oh,
bottom.
I see you. There it is. Alright, so that was it for him. Clank.
Cool. I am going to forward. There. I think that puts me just in range to throw a ray of frost on that guy.
Alright, yeah, 19 would strike him. Doing 7 cold damage.
Minus 10 feet of speed.
Alright, so he is slowed.
And then I guess I'll use my last 15 feet to scoot over here. I'm gonna use my bonus action to give myself converted hit points using defensive field.
Okay, yeah, activate your
That's my
defensive
turn.
field. Go ahead and link that. So the homunculus servant would go now.
It's going to scoot back onto the. It's gonna scoot back onto the train and dodge.
Okay, and finally Kudo.
Slow but
Yeah.
steady.
Get him.
I cannot see in the dark so well. Are any past the teleportation circle? I asked the group.
You should be able to kind of see because of the light Riala put there, like in this area.
Yeah, I don't see any except that big guy.
There's one right next to it, just to the south of it.
Oh, is there?
To the south of it, there's only wall there. But are there
You
any
got the
past
teleportation circle.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying that there's one next to the teleportation, just south of it.
Yeah, we were asking if there was anything other than him.
All right.
No, my character is just going, that's it.
Gotcha.
All right. I will cast. I'm going to try to spell again. You see Kudo point a claw over there. And cast Edvard's Black Tentacles.
Nice.
And
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Get some tentacle loving going.
I want to place it like, oh no, I need to get it in him. And maybe like that, I guess? I don't know.
Okay.
I can't really see where I'm placing it. But,
Yeah, luckily
that
I don't
seems
think you have to see the point. Could you link the spell description?
I can see like where the moonbeam is.
True, yeah. But I think for the spell, it just has to be in range. I don't think you have to see a point, unless it says
Okay.
so.
Give me a second.
The ground.
I have to
So
see.
you do have to see. So you would have to put the middle of it either on the moonbeam or somewhere you can see. It's interesting.
I can see like, does the origin have to be there or any part of it?
central
On a
Anyways.
point. Let me
Okay.
see. Fill a 20-foot square on the ground that you can see. Oh, actually, it says on ground that you can see. Does that mean you have to see the whole area? Interesting. Usually it says on a specific point. I'll say since you can see that, you can put it there if you want. That's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm concentrating, which I'll put on later. And I can only move 30 feet back, so I will move. Oh, can I get into the train?
You could, yeah.
I probably don't have enough movement to climb up, though. I'm guessing that's probably.
You could go through the door and go inside. So if you're on top of the train, just mark yourself as elevation 10 versus in the train.
Alright, that is my turn.
Alright, so new round. Oh shit. Damn it. I erased you, Kudo. Could you re-roll your initiative? I'll put you back on.
I get to keep my initiative.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
new initiative.
Well, just what you were at before. I'll change it.
I still see myself. Okay, I'll put myself on. There you go.
Really? You're still on there? I don't see you. I accidentally clicked delete on your initiative. I was trying to get rid of some junk that was on the initiative tracker. Alright, so you are at initiative 611. 11. Do right under that.
I was at 3. Well,
Well,
611.
yeah, I just needed to put you at the bottom. Ophelia, what are you gonna do?
So I don't see these guys coming towards us, huh?
You would hear movement from here, here, and you would see this guy. So it sounds like something or many somethings are coming down the hall. It could be one of those hordes.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon.
Okay. So you bring a
And
spiritual
put it
weapon
60
into
feet.
existence.
And I think I need a resource for that as well, Lou.
I didn't give you one? Oh, you must not have been here when
I
I
do
did
not
this.
have one.
Yeah, you probably weren't
All I have
here
is
when I
torch
did
straps
this.
item, huge giant crab in my spell circle.
Alright, I'll make you one for this. Okay. So, oh, come on. Hang on one moment. So you should see it now in resources.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
So it poofs into being. Wait, what?
Mine just shows a weird person. Yeah, that's what I dragged on. Tom!
Why is it doing that? Okay. There's no photo uploaded. It should just use the other one. Hang on. I'll just give it another photo. It's odd. Okay, this should not be this difficult. Sorry, everyone. Why does the old one still work? Alright, you know what? Just give you the old one. But why? That's really annoying me. Like, this is the it's a copy of it. Why is it not coming out as the same? Yeah. Okay. I know what I could do. Try to pull it out now. Okay, what is going on?
Oh, that just booted me from Roll20 as well.
Oh, wait. It might work now. I just pulled it from your thing and it seems like it's working. It's really weird. Maybe Roll20 was just lagging or something. Try pulling it now once you get back in. It should work. Sorry about that.
Alright, and I am back in. Give me 1 sec. I don't even have it under my resources. Oh, no, it's under the second resources.
Don't you mess with me. Spiritual weapons messing with me enough. Alright.
Can I see a little up here maybe? Fell off the ceiling with some shit collapsed.
Can you what?
Is there like a rock or something like anywhere around me?
Not on top of the train, no. There's some on the platform, but not up here.
How far do you think I could throw a copper coin? Like, would I know that?
Probably, I don't know, 60, 30, 60-ish feet.
could I throw a? Would I know, like, have the knowledge knowing I could like throw a rock better than that?
I mean, it's not an aerodynamic object. So you could do like 60 feet.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna come down off the thing here. Drop down. Do I see any rocks near when I drop down?
Sure, there's pebbles around.
Cool. I want to find the biggest pebble I can. I'm gonna move up. Use the last of my movement speed to here.
Yeah.
And I am going to cast light. Another rock. Trip.
Alright, so you throw the pebble, I assume, 60 feet.
Yeah, I want to like light all that up.
Oh, the distance isn't incorrect on this map. There, it should be corrected. So do another ruler just to be safe. It's now accounting for diagonals. So you can place a torch 60 feet from you.
I might have had to shift my thing like one east then.
I mean, it's fine. I just noticed it. You guys can keep it as they are for those.
Okay.
Just moving forward, I fixed it. Because I just realized that seemed really far for 60 feet.
My moonbeam measurement was actually correct.
That would be 80 feet for you, Ophelia, where you just pointed to.
I'm still showing
Yeah, you're lagging or
on mine.
something. Alright, so
I definitely am.
it would be, yeah, like that's 60 feet, or like around this area. So you could throw it to there if you want.
I can't see anything. I trust you. Yeah, throw it there. Like, roll 20's freaking out. I will be right back. I'm going to try to reset it. Yeah, throw the rock, light it up,
Want me to
as
do
close
it?
as I can to, like, the entrance away.
Alright, sure. So the light would appear over there. Anything else? So your turn is ending. So the ghoul starts within the area here, which I believe... well, yeah, he starts in the
Is-
moonbeam too. So con save. So he would fail, and you would glean he has a +3 to his con saves. So he would take 13 radiant. And then the other area of effect.
DC 18 dex.
Dex save. Nope, he would fail. +0 to dex save, so he takes 10 points of cold, right?
Right.
And does it stop him or do anything to him?
Oh, sorry, bludgeoning, and he's restrained.
Oh, bludgeoning. Alright, so it restrains him. What does he have to do to break out?
A strength or dexterity check, its choice against my spell's 18 DC.
Alright, so it's going to attempt that with its action. We'll use its strength. What did you say the DC was?
18.
Alright, so it would fail, remaining stuck there. So that is it for the abomination. The horde goes. It is going to run through the moonbeam.
Nice.
So give me some damage for that. 14. Also, it's running into your area, so give me some bludgeoning damage for that.
I don't think it takes a damage if it saves.
What do you
So
mean?
he rolled. I think he.
Oh,
rolls
when he enters,
first.
he has
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
I see what you mean. Alright, so it will try to not get stuck. Rolls a. Well, it gets a 19, so it would
No.
indeed avoid that.
No damage.
So 20, 30, 10, 20, 25, 30. So it dashes, moving through the
That was,
tentacles.
taking into account difficult terrain, I guess. He dashed.
Yeah, he'd use his dash.
Okay.
So that would be it for him, or it, as it is a horde. Riala.
I think with that other guy being restrained, it might be worthwhile to put the moonbeam here.
But remember, if he's restrained, he automatically fails saving throws against it. But obviously, you can put it wherever you want.
But the swarm, yeah. The swarm that's running at us and then saved on the tentacles.
Fair. Alright, so the swarm. Yeah.
Do we hear any more noise from the hallway?
Yes,
Like,
you
is there more
hear
coming?
more coming from back here.
Okay. Shoot. All right, I think I'm gonna I still want to. Okay, yeah. Rhea does not have a bonus action, and I'm telling Willow what to do on her turn, and I'm done.
All right, so you move your moonbeam and end. The other horde is also trying to run through, so it gets a dex save. Oh, it would fail. So as soon as it enters over here, it becomes stuck and will try to escape with its action. Which would be a strength. Well, it's going to use dex check.
That's a question. Is that double damage against the horde?
Yes. Well, you can just so it'd be 22. All right. Oh, it would. Oh, I just realized I'm not hiding my rolls for this thing.
It's not acrobatics. It's dex. Just I don't know if that makes a difference.
It is this. Yeah, it's the same thing, but yeah. Okay, I'll make sure I roll dex. So it would make it. It would take that damage. So 22, and I think it's still. Since it's used its action to do that, it is going to move forward one more, and I think that's out of movement now. So if it ends its turn in there, does something happen? Or is it just starts its turn?
It starts its turn.
I think it is. Are you sure? I think I thought there was something ends its turn as well. Oh man.
It's not double. I looked this up on Stack Exchange.
Okay.
You would.
Yeah, because we had a discussion about that last time. All right, so that is it for the creature, Radu, or for the horde, I should say. Radu.
I gotta take myself off mute, and then I gotta do measurements.
Yep.
Oops. I'm just trying to measure, and I'm not measuring correctly. I apologize. Okay. So basically, all I'm going to do is dash action and get over to here. So they're not overrun.
Okay.
Done.
You move down there with a dash. Alwyn. All right.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw indeed.
Yippee-ki-yay.
80 feet. Oh, perfect. Okay. I am going to cast Entangle. And
Alright.
where do I get the I haven't used the radars. I need a 20-foot square.
Alright.
Is that
20-foot
magic
square or
items?
cube?
It says a 20-foot square.
Okay.
Because it's just on the ground. It's like a plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
That in resources, or where do I find the?
Yeah, it's going to be under character info resources. I think I have to make you one if I haven't yet, so let me do that
You have
really
not.
quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so that is Alwyn. And then control by Alwyn.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hang on. Well, alright.
Oh, you want me to delete it?
Yeah, I just need to. Are you serious?
I can't touch it now.
Yeah, because it wasn't ready yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What is... Hang on. Okay. All right. I'll where you can just place it. I'll fix it later.
Okay. Trying to drop it.
Roll 20 is being weird. All right, right there.
Yeah.
There.
I want to try to catch the abomination or whatever behind in it too. So if we could go up 5 and left 5.
Okay. So that will not catch the full horde. You do have to catch the full horde to restrain them.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's you would have to get them all in it.
Okay, well, never mind then. Yep. Bring it back 5, down 5, call it good.
Okay.
Not mine.
Yeah, no, I just tried to grab the wrong one.
No touchy!
All
There we
right.
go.
So saving throw. I assume Dex. Right? Dexterity.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it would fail, so it becomes restrained as you concentrate on the spell. So it's restrained. What are you doing? Anything else?
Okay, and no, that's an action, so nope, we're good in here.
Alright, Ray sitting here dodging.
Yep.
Will-O-Wisp is sitting there.
Actually, no. I actually do. Willow is gonna.
Alright, go ahead and move her then.
Yeah, she's gonna snatch up this light stone
Okay.
and fly by.
Does she have enough movement
And-
to get there?
She's gonna action dash. Yeah,
Alright.
she's got 120, so that was her movement, and then she's gonna action dash and drop it back here.
She has 120 movement?
Doesn't the owl have 120? She's got the owl
No, I
stat.
think she has 60. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm
friggin'
thinking of the
fast
dash.
owl.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
It's like
The
a
hawk is faster. I
F-16.
think. Yeah, I think the hawk is faster. Okay, she'll just move forward a little bit and hang out for now then. Okay.
Yeah, like the fastest flyers are usually around like 90 feet.
Okay, that's all.
Alright, so she is flying down that way. An enemy is doing something. So it's going to... Actually, I think you might see it coming into view. Up here, looks like one of those armored ghouls gets into position and pulls out his crossbow. Clank.
Ooh.
How tall are the ceilings here?
20 feet.
15.
Oh, only 20 feet?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So very, very large, very, very low chamber.
So that guy has probably heavy cover from me.
Which guy?
The fat ghoul.
He would have light cover from the horde. So +2 to his AC. From where you are, right? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hit one of his squares without going through any people. So yeah, it would be like light cover.
Cool. In that case, I am gonna shoot it with the ray of frost.
All right. Yeah, 21 would strike. Actually, you'd have advantage because he's restrained. So he takes another 10 points, which would put him to wounded.
And I'm gonna shoot back 30 feet. And I will tell Dan Quayle to... Yeah, Dan Quayle to dodge. And that's my turn.
Okay. So the homunculus, what's he gonna do?
Dan Quayle is dodging.
Dodging. Kudo.
Poodle pops his head out and casts a spell. A little fiery mote floats down over 100 feet down around here. Maybe I should just place the template.
You're
heal
fireballing them, right?
Yeah. Does it just catch all of them?
That would catch all of them. So 4 dex saves.
And I think a couple might auto fail.
Yes. So the Iron Ghoul, the guard, makes it. Euglini has a +3, but he would take 12 fire damage. The Horde, which is restrained, would fail because he is restrained, so he would take 50 fire damage. And a bunch of the roots would probably be burned. Not enough to release him yet, but...
Okay. I looked that up and it didn't say it was flammable, but makes sense.
The entangling, yeah. I would assume they're not like invulnerable roots. But it's still entangled enough that it can't move. It might just have advantage to breaking out or something, because a bunch of them were flamed. Okay, the big guy is stuck, so he is just struck for 25 fire. And he is actually... Oh no, he's still wounded. And the last horde is not stuck, so it's going to make a dex save. It would fail and take 50 points of fire damage, as a bunch of them are lit up. And both of the hordes look like they got pretty messed up by that.
And I'm just going to move away from the doorway. Or whatever. Okay.
So
that's my turn.
Go in, back in again. New round, Ophelia.
I am going to move 10 feet closer so I can be within range. Perfect. I am going to Sacred Flame with a Lessy Strike.
Alright, at the Horde. Alright. So you hurl a Sacred Flame, which is a dex save. They are restrained, so it auto hits, doing 14 radiant to the Horde. Oh, plus Blessed Strikes, so another 6.
Yep.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I am going to move my Spirit Weapon to right next to this dude and attack him with it.
Alright, so the spiritual weapon flies at the Horde, smashing into them.
Guess they should have knocked.
Advantage, because they're restrained.
All right, sorry. I thought I had it on my cheat sheet. I do not. So let me roll it again. Find it a hard
Disadvantage.
one.
And this one is barely scratched still, or is it more wounded?
It is. Well, it's not below half yet. It's winded. And actually, that 6 damage would put it below half, because the spiritual weapon clocks a bunch of them.
And then I'm going to use, kind of go back a little bit too.
Okay, so your turn is ending. The abomination would be restrained and start within your thing there, so it would take some damage, I believe.
Yep. Roll it.
11, okay.
It's
And that would put it
if
to...
it's a horde.
Go ahead.
If it's a horde, it's 22.
No, this is the abomination.
Oh, gotcha.
But he is badly wounded from that. So he's going to try to break out with strength check. Oh, which he does. Wait. Is his strength that high?
18.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. He is really strong. All right, so yeah, he just rips out of the tentacles, and he is going to keep moving. So 10, 20, 30, moves over to here, ends his turn.
But difficult terrain and passed all the way through my entangle.
Yeah, he does have to make a saving throw versus your entangle. And I did give him difficult terrain for that.
Okay, cool. Or for my benefit, I'm still learning the spell.
Actually, he did do a double. Well, wait, no, because this was burned here from the fireball, so this wouldn't be difficult terrain for him. But he would only get to about here anyway, even without the difficult terrain. So the ghoul horde. It's stuck currently. How does it get out? Just a strength save?
Yeah.
Save or check?
I want to say it's a save for this one. Oh no, check, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so he is trying a strength check. Makes sense that they keep that consistent. The horde will fail to break free, even with advantage, remaining entangled. So,
And the moonbeam.
Oh, and the moonbeam, yep. So it would fail a dex save because it's entangled. Or wait, disadvantage, right? Because it's not paralyzed. It's entangled.
It's Constitution save for the.
Oh, for the moonbeam. Okay. Con. What's the DC?
16.
Alright, so it would fail. Being seared by the moonbeam for 5 radiant, or 10.
Is it an AoE?
Yes. Alright, so Riala.
Double, right?
Yeah, 10 damage. 10 radiant.
Cool. Alright. Can I do a 10 by 30 ice tidal wave across these 3?
Tidal wave? Yeah, sure.
Okay, and it's 10 feet, so it would definitely hit all 3, even though I'm using a skinny line.
Alright, so you summon a massive tidal wave that comes crashing through them. The first ghoul in the back. Strength save, right?
It's Dex, and it's
Dex.
16.
Alright. So the armored ghoul would make his Dex save. dodging the tidal wave, but I think he still takes half, right?
Yeah, so 8.
So he's hit for 8 bludgeoning. The large creature is no longer bound. So he does get a dex save.
Does the tidal wave water my garden and regrow it?
Unfortunately,
I dig it.
unfortunately, it does not. The salt water is bad
Aw.
for it, and it actually
The,
kills the rest of the
moonbeam.
garden.
Doesn't allow photosynthesis.
The light.
Light rock spore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got light spell over there, and we got water. Come on.
There's all this water and light. So it would make it save as well, taking 8.
All right.
The other one has disadvantage.
Yeah.
So dex save, because it's bound. Oh, it would make it. Wow.
Okay. Well,
Good
they all
rolls.
take 8. That's all then.
Well,
And
this
I
guy
guess,
takes 16 because horde.
Yeah. All right. And I think I'm tired of waiting to see if these golems are gonna do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a totem. Oh, you guys got a little further apart.
So the golems haven't reacted so far.
Yeah. Shoot.
Or the statues, if they
When
are.
I measured a
golems.
minute ago, you guys were all close enough, and now you're just a little too far. Do I wanna? No. Okay. Nah, we're doing fine. They haven't got to us yet. We'll see what happens. That's my turn.
All right. So the horde starts in your black ooze.
Sorry. No, that was my action, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, go ahead.
Does he have to make a dex save?
If he starts in it and is he already restrained or no?
He is not.
Then he has to make a dex save, and he doesn't take damage if he makes it.
Yeah, because he got out last turn. Oh, no, he fails and once again becomes restrained, taking 13.
It's
Or
26 total?
Yeah. And for its action, it will try to break free again. Which it does not, so it is stuck again. Radu.
Unmute myself. Step 1. Step 2, I'm going to run to here. And step 3, I'm going to Eldritch Blast Big Boy.
Finish him.
Okay.
Two blasts.
You do a blast at the large one. The first shot would miss, flying past it.
Sorry, I was looking to see if the math looked right or if I had fixed it properly.
Oh,
The hell?
no, those are both going to miss. So it.
Let me see if I'm just doing a test shot just to make
Is your
sure.
charisma a 1? Yeah, that looks right because it's using your proficiency and your charisma. You just might not have great charisma. But
Yeah, no, I don't have great charisma. That's why
both
I'm.
of those shots would miss.
Okay.
Just poor rolls.
Ignore that last one. Thank you. Yep.
All right, so that is it for you, Alwyn.
So, Alwyn's gonna step to the door here and fire on this guy.
All right. So you let loose some more shots. So, but 11 will miss
11 won't do it.
on the first. Do you ignore cover?
No, does he have light cover?
Yeah, the pillar's partially covering him, so the 14 would miss as well.
Oh, I thought I have a straight line shot here.
Let me double check that. You might be right. I might just be going.
Because if not,
crazy.
then I will step out the door. I just thought I had my shot there.
No, see, that still goes through the thing there for the bottom two. It's passing through the pillar, so the pillar's still in your way.
So can I go another 5 forward then? Does that? Are you? Let's see.
I think you have to go
With the
north a
measurement
little.
tool you're doing
Yeah.
no snapping.
You want snap to corner. And you basically just have to
Oh.
hit all 4 of his corners with one of yours without going through anything. So it looks like you can do it from there, from that top corner.
Okay. Cool. We'll take one step north then if I need to there.
Alright. So yeah, just in the future, make sure you kind of check for that first.
Yeah,
but the
I just didn't have it
14,
on broadcast, but I thought it made it past. I didn't have snapping to corners.
yeah, so the 14 would just hit. I think that is exactly what you needed.
Okay. And we have. Oops. Why is it highlighting? Stop. No. I am really fighting Roll20 tonight. Trying to do her reaction here. There.
Alright, so you do 10, 11, and I think it was a d6. 12.
Oh.
Alright, so you shoot it for 12 on the second shot. It looks very wounded, but it is still coming. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it for now. Ray's just gonna come out here in front for me.
Alright, so the Iron Ghoul is going to take his heavy crossbow and fire at Alwyn. Luckily, you do have cover because Ray's in front of you. Oh, crit!
I don't see it on Roll20, it doesn't count.
I'm just making it up.
Do I have to be in range? I have to be in range of the
Yeah, the guy who's firing for
attacker,
Silvery.
right? Yeah. Okay.
So you unfortunately are struck from the awesome shot that thing made, doing 19 points of piercing. It ends its turn reloading. Clank.
Cool.
Oh, and I need a concentration check. Oh no! Alright, so the
I dropped it then.
yeah, the remaining plants will poof as you take the 19. But Clank, it's your turn.
I will run up next to my friend Raju, and in order to restrain this guy, he needs to be entirely in
The
an
spell
AoE.
effect, yeah.
So can't
Well,
have
it has to also target like an AoE effect. It can't just target one creature.
Yeah. Yeah, so like a web
Yeah, so you have to put the web all over it, basically.
all over him.
Or
cool.
I'll say the majority of him. Let's say all over him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. In that case, I am going to shoot this guy with another ray of frost.
Alright, so you fire a ray of frost. Yeah, 19 will strike him.
Hoping to slow him down.
Alright, so he takes another 3 and is once again chilled.
Cool. And
Chilled.
I will look up to Raidu and say, we got this. And bonus action, I'm going to command Dan Quayle to fly.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Dan Quayle will fly north for his turn.
Yep,
The homunculus.
that's Dan Quayle.
Okay, and Kudo.
Udo peeks out the door, and another fiery mote floats down over there in the center of all of them,
Just carpet bombing.
and it blows up.
Alright, so more deck saves. The Iron Ghoul go first. No, he would fail, so he takes 27 fire. Looking kind of annoyed at you. The large ghoul fails it, and he is exploded. Go going down. The Horde dex save will fail it, so he takes 54,
54.
and he would go down. Oh wait, no, sorry, almost. He's very wounded. And the one who is restrained has disadvantage, I believe.
Just auto fails.
Oh, does it for restrained? I thought that was paralyzed. You might be right though. No, it's disadvantage. It's not auto fail.
Oh.
Yeah. But let's see. So Dex 13. Yep, he would fail. So he also takes 57 and becomes badly wounded.
Jeez.
Went from almost half to badly wounded. That's it for Kudo's turn. Your turn is ending. Ophelia, new round.
Okay, I am going to move
Very
up a
good
little
use
bit.
of,
I'm in range again.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the Blessed Sacred Flame again.
All right, at the Horde. There's only a couple
At
of
the
them
Horde.
left. So that is a dex save, I believe. It would fail. Oh, but it is still. There's like one guy left. It's like
I got a
one-
D8 to add to that, so
Oh, never mind. Little extra burning brings him down. So that horde has been slain. That's it for Ophelia.
that was just a major action. I am going to move my last movement up here, and then move my spirit weapon down the hall a little bit, and my turn there.
All right, the Ghoul Abomination is down. The Ghoul Horde is down, so Riala, you're up.
I'll stick with the Horde, since Alwyn can do better on the single target, and move my Moonbeam up there. And let's see, where are we at now? Yeah, we're still pretty spread out. Yeah, that's all. I'll move up a little bit. That's my turn.
All right, so the Ghoul Horde would start on your Moonbeam. So con save. So you are burning it. It would fail, taking 16. It is going to. Oh, it also takes your damage, right, Kudo?
Is restrained? Is it
It
restrained?
is, yes. It failed its save last turn. So that
18.
would kill it.
Nice.
So the last few ghouls are splatted by your tentacles. So Radu, you're up.
I'm gonna move. Let's see, up to here. Am I seeing any of the?
You would hear something. Actually, I think you can see it too, looking through your eyes. There's a ghoul there reloading his crossbow.
Then while that guy's reloading his crossbow, I'm gonna see if I can hit him. Come on, don't screw me now.
18 would strike with the first blast. For 4. Second blast. Oh, crit. For 13 damage.
And I wave at him, so he's thinking about me instead of my allies.
All right.
Hi, how you doing?
Out.
Done.
Right, Radu, step 1, unmute.
So you do have a clear shot from here on the ghoul there, the iron ghoul.
Okay, well, since I lost my concentration, we're back to favored foe.
Alright, so you hit him with one of your favored foe uses, marking him.
Yep, and then first shot's a 21.
Yeah, 21 would strike. hitting him for
And
so 18, 19 damage, which would wound him.
And I increase that damage. Did it auto do the 1d4? Yes. Yep, or d6, sorry. Okay.
Looks like it.
Alright. Second shot.
Second shot.
And no 3 on that.
So yeah, 24 would strike, hitting him for 7 on the second shot. Alright, anything else?
What do we have for distance? Absolutely not. Nope, that's it. Ray dodge.
Right, Will-O-Wisp.
I don't know that it's relevant now, but she will go ahead and scoop up that stone and hang out here until her next turn.
Alright. You should be able
Well, actually-
to move the torch. Yeah.
Well, I guess she could actually dash, so she'll. I don't think it's relevant at this point, but she could probably get down the hallway a little bit with the stone. It was
Okay.
probably more important earlier. She just wasn't able to get to it.
Alright, so she moves down the hall a bit. The Iron Ghoul is going to move over. Can't get exactly where it wants to. It's going to get here, taking some cover behind the statue, and it's going to fire at Alwyn. Another heavy crossbow shot. 16. Oh, just hits.
What about light? Because
Light?
Ray's in front of me. Light cover?
Oh, right, you have Ray in front of you. So no, that would miss. Clank.
I'm muted. Nope. Cool. I am going to action dash to get up in his face.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna command Dan Quail to the same. I don't think we get all the way there. Like,
Alright, so the homunculus
My turn.
moves. Kudo.
I could step out of the train, stepping behind his pillar, and he'll take a shot. I measure from the closest corner or something like that.
Any of your corners has to hit all 4 of his corners without going through an obstacle.
oh, I blocked them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you would have pretty
the
much Clank
pillar.
is Clank and the pillar are kind of blocking you right here. You would have light
Fire.
cover, or he would have light cover. Yeah, 20 would strike,
Nice.
doing 17 fire.
Back into my train.
Go back into your
It's my
train. All right, new round, Ophelia.
Yeah, I am going to move up and around this dude. And I am going to throw a blessed sacred flame on this guy.
All right, so you hurl a sacred flame, which he will attempt to dodge using Dex. Oh, he fails, so he is struck for 9 points of radiant. And that would put him to badly wounded. Ophelia's turn is ending. Riala.
I will move up here and try to sacred flame him.
Alright, so another Dex save. Oh, no, he will fail again. So more burning fire, or burning light strikes him. Doing 6. Okay.
And
yeah.
that I forgot about my moonbeam, but yep, that's my turn.
Alright, so Radu.
I'm gonna run over here and take swings at him.
Alright, so you get behind, cutting at him with the flank. Oh, crit.
Nice.
You bash him for, well, not the best damage. 10 for the first one. He's still up. 18 will strike a second time. Is this a Warhammer or a Maul? I thought this was a Maul.
I had a maul, but I switched so I could have a shield.
Oh, you switched out. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so this would bash him again for another 12.
Your non-crit did more damage than your crit.
Yep. Done.
He is barely alive. Alwyn. Yeah.
Take care of that, will you, Alwyn?
Barely alive, you say?
Yeah, unfortunately, he would have cover from you.
Okay, so we gotta do a little steppy here. Looking like, what, this do it?
No, there's pretty much no way you can get rid of the cover, because he has Clank on the other side of him.
And the statue.
And the statue there. So it's almost
Doesn't
impossible
matter
to
where
do.
I fire from.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would
So
have
he's
to,
got light
like...
cover.
Yeah, it'd basically be impossible where he is right now. So you take your shot. 21, yeah, that's going to strike.
God,
And that will bring him down.
Hold my beer.
So things go quiet as the battle, the adrenaline from battle recedes. All the enemies have been slain.
I'm gonna go up here and knock on the door that Clank opened that made Demi appear. Like, kind of smack it, like, kind of not pound on it with a fist, but kind of pound on it with the palm of my hand.
Knock on it? Alright. Yeah, nothing would happen.
Okay. I was just gonna complain to Demi that their defenses are subpar and they didn't react.
Alright, unfortunately, Demi is not there to take your complaint.
Okay.
You cannot speak to her
the
manager.
1-800 number.
Yeah.
I'm going to collect my arrows and assist with essence or whatever else I can do.
Alright, so you're attempting to pass 10 minutes to gather your ammunition. And is someone gathering essence?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
I think Ophelia.
Religious, right?
Yeah, so during the 10 minutes you're doing that, I'll say the hordes, the two that you defeated, would have 80 Maho, CR5 Ghoul Horde Essence. The big guy, the Abomination, so that would be 50 Maho of Ghoul Abomination Essence, CR7. Oh, and the last guy would be Iron Ghoul Essence, 40 Maho, CR5. Or, sorry, 30 Maho, CR5. For the Iron Ghoul.
Okay. Thank you.
So the time passes, you gain half of your ammo back, rounded down. No more ghouls have come for the time being. It's quiet.
Have we checked up to the north for anything? Excuse me, for anything interesting?
We did a big search here, I
Cool.
think.
Yeah,
So I assume that we covered the north. Yeah.
you've covered, I mean, you haven't, searched it, completely searched it, but you did a pretty good search of this area now.
Cool. Well,
So we move on.
Go ahead.
This is a great place, though. It's very defensible. I like the idea of coming here to rest if we're nearby.
I agree. Yeah, so head back to, do we want to go to the well or the fountain, or the other option would be to go the route the Alpine went.
What time of day is it?
It is currently 3:22 in the afternoon.
Yes, we still have more time to explore. All those options sound good to me. But I think the fountain maybe we do at the end of day was what
Cool.
we had thought. Yeah.
I don't
I dig it.
support experimenting with stone shaping the fountain. I think that water is too dangerous to risk it leaking out and
I'm not stone shaping the fountain. I'm stone shaping the ground underneath it.
Oh, also there
whatever.
are the tunnels in here. Those would be the only ways out besides the way you came in.
Cool.
Ooh.
Well, yeah. What do you
Maybe-
think, Vito?
Maybe the tunnels is good because then we would know for sure how defensible this area is, and maybe a hint to where this thing travels to.
But which way? Seems that they could go on for some distance. If this construct was meant to transport people and items, then surely it was meant to cover distance. Otherwise, why require such machinery?
Many questions left unanswered if we do not check it out.
Alright, so which
So-
tunnel do you want to check out? Or do you want to
Yeah.
go back?
Make a call, fearless leader.
Are there like tracks under these?
Let's
cars?
go to the north.
Yeah, there
Yes,
are tracks
there are.
under the train.
Are there return tracks? Like, is there another set in this empty area, or
It seems like there's only the one set.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think there'd only be the one set.
like not that Ria would ever have like seen return tracks before, but I'm just saying like if we saw another set of tracks, we might deduce things, you know?
Let's go to the north.
Yeah.
Very well.
So as you are going to the north,
Does Demi have something to say about this?
Ophelia, Clank, and Radu. None of you have exhaustion, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
Yeah.
as you are moving past the northern train car, you would notice one of Alwyn's rings glow slightly.
Why is my hand glowing?
Well, you didn't notice that.
What's with your
Why?
hand?
Hey, Alan, keep your hand.
Ah, what do you mean?
And if you
Can you
look,
bring that
you
over
would
here?
also notice that your ring of mind shield is glowing slightly as you get close to this train car.
Can I tap it like I'm knocking on it with one finger?
Tap the ring. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem to do anything.
Ah,
that
I
the
think
key?
it's fine then.
Possibly.
Did you
Weren't you
try
saying
opening
something about
it?
Yeah,
Or-
that one.
Was there like a little keyhole? Actually, could you go to the keyhole to the back of this thing or wherever it was?
Yes, there was a keyhole
Be
on
like
the
that.
door.
Really shitty dub of Green Lantern about to happen.
Are you our conductor, Alan?
So Alwyn sticks his fist and finger, well, with the ring up to the port. And waits expectantly.
Up to the what?
The keyhole or whatever?
Alright, so as you place your hand on the door, you would hear a clicking noise.
Oh,
Something happened!
You
Radu, get over
believe,
here!
Yeah, you believe it may have unlocked, and a voice in your mind says, oh, have you found one of the trains?
Who are you?
He says,
Oh my, I'm Radu.
I am the rune master who is stuck in your ring.
Oh boy. Can you
I
tell
thought
me
you
some
said
more
you
about the
talked to
train?
him before.
He never revealed anything. He just we had a very brief
So you,
conversation.
so
and then we
yeah,
went into
you
battle.
know who it is. It's the
All
same
knew.
voice.
Okay.
Yeah, and he would say, I sensed you just unlocked one of the trains.
Yes, we did. Is there anything else we need to do to get it running? And is it safe to run?
He says, well, as long as it's powered, although probably isn't, you would need a power source.
Would you deign to bless me with that information, great Master Rune Master?
He says, one of the crystals, of course.
I think and so Alan would say this to the rest of the party, I think we need a crystal to power this. Do we have one in the bags of holding? I used to have one.
Indeed, we
I
do.
pull the arcane crystal out, and I'm like, "Do you mean this thing?"
Not that
Yes.
one. Not that one.
No,
No,
not that one.
It could be.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we try one of the black crystals first?
Soul crystal.
So
Indeed.
if you, so if you open up the door, I assume you opened the door after you unlocked it.
Yes.
You would see what looks like some kind of control area with a bunch of runes that you're not sure what they do. And it looks like an alcove where something like a crystal could be placed into it. This could be the energy source area.
Alan says to the rest of them, I've got a bad feeling that if I plug this crystal in, the train's just going to take off. Do we want to get on the train before I put the crystal in?
Seems like a
All
good
aboard.
idea.
Can I?
Okay.
Can I steer
Colonel
this thing?
Surf on the roof?
No,
So-
I'm inside.
Oh.
Yeah, I assume you could probably fit 4 of you in the main car if you wanted to. Well, you could fit all of you. You'd just be squeezing.
All right, I'll take one of the plush seats here. Actually,
All right, you're going.
I
The
wipe off the
passenger.
dust. Yeah.
Are we sure we even want to go where this thing is going to take us?
No, but I do.
Life's full of poor choices. Make one
Isn't
today.
this gonna be
Alan
fun?
says as he
Don't
sits
be
Rhea,
a-
in
I've
don't be a
never
buzzkill,
wanted this
Rhea.
more in anything in my life.
Are you for real?
I want to ride the choo choo.
I want to ride it so bad. Ophelia's like, yes, yes, yes.
It's
My
like-
I feel like
character's
this
not
is a
really
very
behind this.
well-developed DM trap. The rail's just
just
going to
goes
go
off a cliff.
150 yards out of the station.
Wait, are you saying
All
we're
we have
getting
to do is like,
railroaded?
hey, there's a vehicle here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a vehicle here. My players
That would be
definitely
that'd
will
be
want to
so
ride it.
mean.
Oh.
Like you just go in the tunnel and there's a huge chasm.
PPK.
Ah!
Yeah.
Everyone
Idiot
just like
riding a
rage
train.
quits. Like I don't want to play this game anymore. This is bullshit. Yeah, you're literally getting railroaded. So other things you would find in the main cart. It looks like there is some sort of book in there, written in Dwarven.
I
Looks
can
like
read Dwarven.
looks like some kind of manual as to how to use this vehicle.
Oh, that might be
Okay.
helpful.
Probably
That sounds
would
super
be.
helpful. Yeah.
You would see what else is in here. Yeah, there's the place where you put the power source, the control panel, and some seating in here as well. And that's probably all you'd notice in the main cart. Oh, did you put the shadow crystal in?
Yeah.
Alright, so if you put the soul stone / shadow crystal into the alcove, you would see the runes light up on the kind of dashboard control area, and also the train car itself would suddenly light up with light. And you would hear like a...
Elevator music.
I need
No,
a
it's a railroad.
translator up here.
You don't hear smoke or any of the sounds from like a steam-powered train. It sounds...
Who speak?
yeah, doesn't actually make much noise.
Who speaks Dwarven?
Alwyn says over the PA,
I do too.
You don't know how to use the PA.
oh, come on. You take all the fun out of life.
Like looking at the buttons. Do you want to read the manual or you want to just start pressing things?
No, I want
There's
to
a
read
manual?
it.
That's
Yeah,
convenient.
I wanna help
Manual.
read this with Alwyn.
All right.
Yeah,
give
Alwyn's
me
adventurous but not dumb.
So you probably don't have time to do. Well, I guess you could take a long time to do in depth, but if you want to do a quick skim of the book, give me an intelligence check. I assume you're the
This
only
is
one that
gonna
speaks
end
Dwarven.
horribly.
If you want to read that
No, I'm
thing, we
joining
could
too.
rest.
That's true. You could do this the safe way, and
Well, let's do this the
Oh
same.
my
Yeah,
Lock the
let's.
God.
Yeah,
doors.
Ophelia's like,
Yeah.
"Gimme! I want to train."
Gimme. I want to train today.
All right.
You said you needed an
Just
intelligence.
don't run
check?
it on me, please.
Yeah, if you want to do a quick check. Oh, not bad.
For
So you're
-1.
kind of skimming this book, and it's making more sense than you expected it to.
It's like stereo instructions.
With a quick glance at the stereo instructions, with a quick glance, you make me feel old. At the
Got an Alpine deck in it.
at the dashboard, you think you know how to make the train move forward and stop.
No reverse.
You don't know how to make it reverse or go very fast.
Do you
So
know
you
how
don't really
to
know how to
keep on?
adjust the speed. You just kind of know how to make it go forward on the tracks or stop. From what you've gleaned so far.
Ask your
Okay.
finger puppet.
Yeah, so I knock on my ring again with one finger. Master Runesmith, could you tell me how to speed up and reverse the train separately?
For whatever reason, the Rune Master is not speaking anymore.
Ooh. I didn't say master twice, dang it.
But it does not answer you.
Okay. So I got nothing back from the ring. I know how to make it go forward and stop. Do we want to make it go forward and I read as we railroad, like a reading railroad? And
Well, I could give us a bit of a buff, but I'd like to rest after. Should we rest before moving forward, or do you want to go ahead and start moving while we rest?
group vote.
The day is young.
All right. Alwyn pushes the forward button.
All right.
Alright.
Ophelia, are you in the door, or are you
Yeah,
you're
she's
kind
just
of in the
hanging
middle?
off the side.
Oh, you're hanging off the side? All
She's
right.
still looking extremely
Woo-hoo!
gaunt. She's still looking extremely gaunt and drained from her experience this morning, but
She is
somehow she's
excited about the train.
all in.
All right, so the train.
You see just youthful vibrancy reinstated in her.
She's like, train. So the train would indeed start to move.
Well, that's exactly what I was questioning whether we could do.
So it doesn't make much noise. It just sort of starts rolling.
Because Ria was going to use a totem to give us all some temp HP if we were going to start a rest.
I don't know if you're resting. I guess you kind of are starting to rest. Yeah.
Well, that's what I asked a couple times. So.
Are you all within range of each other for that?
I was asking before we started if we would be able to, if we were going to try to rest while we moved, those of us who weren't driving the train, because if so, I was going to give everyone that before we started. And yes, I think we are all in range.
Sure, you could do the people in the passenger cart if you want to put that totem down. So you realize the train is probably... Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say just the people in the passenger car?
Yes.
Yeah, Alwyn is SOL.
Oh, dude, we're in range in the caboose.
Yeah, I mean, there's... Because, I mean, we were definitely within 30 feet of each other, even in separate cars. But if it's not going to get everyone...
It would be a line of effect issue, because the doors are all closed.
So that's exactly...
I can open the door.
It's fine, it's fine. Guys,
grab my hand!
This is
Look,
why
I'm just trying to drive the train, okay?
This is why I tried to ask before we started, because I wanted to do it before we were separated. But that's fine. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go.
Alright, so the train is going through the tunnel. You don't know how to do the choo-choo noise, if that's an option.
This is
just choo-choo with Alwyn.
Just ruined it. Alright.
We'll make our own chugga-chugga noises.
So as you are getting more north under the town, you see it looks like the tunnel is caved in up ahead.
Ah!
Oh shit.
Stop button. Stop button.
Alright, so hoping the manual was being honest with you, you hit the stop button and the train would indeed just kind of slow down and stop.
Really thought we were going for the TPK
All
there.
right, Alan, back us up, would you?
Yeah. If you want to go talk to the rest of them real quick, I'm gonna read some more.
You are in the tunnel, which seems to be heading north.
So if we're stopped, Radu actually is going to step out of the car in between the car and the front and take a look around to make sure that we're not in a dangerous position from creatures or whatnot,
So
or falling things.
the tunnel is dark, other than the light coming from the train. You don't see
I cast light.
anything that appears to be dangerous, at least not in the immediate area. But the cave-in up ahead is fairly extensive. It would probably take several days to dig through.
How long would it take if the train just kept going forward?
You want to ram it?
No.
I mean, you
Or
could try.
Yeah, Team Ramrod.
You'd probably have to figure out how to make it go faster. Wouldn't
Yeah,
do much
I'm
damage at
reading
like 10
that.
miles an hour.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're not
yeah.
doing that.
We're not doing that, guys.
Well, let's take a short
Okay.
rest.
All right.
Yeah, we'll take a short rest. Both.
All right. So you are attempting to pass an hour. Go ahead.
No,
let me
Before
know.
we do that, can we stagger our light spells like 60 feet and then 60 more feet so we can see like 100 or whatever, like down a bit?
Like in the tunnel behind you that you just came through?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, if you wanted to. Just kind of keep an eye on that area, sure. You could say, how many light spells do you have?
Radu and I both do. I don't know if anybody else does.
I have a light crystal.
So it looks like Kudo does as well. So that's 18, 180 feet behind you, you can see. Did you want to do your totem at this time, Ophelia? Now the doors are kind of open. Or not Ophelia, Riala. Or not.
No one seems concerned, so I'll hang on to it.
Alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I was just worried about if about Ophelia's condition, considering we didn't know where we were heading. So
True.
I was just
Ophelia.
doing it as a precaution, but everyone wants to do everything but precaution right now, so let's do that.
It's the train.
Why do you think I was inspecting the outside? Is caution.
What's that?
Ophelia, that's
What'd you
that
say?
spell you spoke of that can shape the stone. How strong is it? Do you think it could get us through this cave-in?
I kind of chuckle and go, I think it's a little more than 5 feet.
Oh, okay. I agree. I do have a powerful spell that may be able to lift these boulders. What does it look like, Lou? These boulders, are they like 1,000 pounds, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of dirt and rock. Well, what would you be trying to use? Oh, telekinesis? You could probably move some of the stuff with that, but some of the bigger stones you would need to, physically dig through, break down.
It looks like even with telekinesis, it would be more than 10 minutes of work, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
guessing.
you could probably cut the time down a good amount with telekinesis, because 1,000 pounds isn't nothing, but it's still probably going to take at least a day's worth of work, especially to clear an area
Wow.
big enough to get a train through.
Okay.
Like, if you just want to get through here on foot, like, you could probably do that quickly, but if you want to get the train through, it's going to be some work.
Let's get the train through. If we're going to be doing this.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The train comes with or we don't go at all.
We're done with this, Isik. We're riding the train. This is
So
our
we're
new
leaving
quest.
for reasons unknown and to places unknown on contraptions unknown.
Unanimous decision.
So, Lou, how far did we
You
go
always
from
head
the
back.
station?
Sorry, go ahead.
How far did we go from the station?
35 feet.
Mhm.
35 feet. It looks like about what is that? Is that a mile?
No,
34?
524.
5,000.
Oh, about half.
5280.
Yeah, so probably
So like a 10-minute walk.
no. Well, 3,600 feet. So a good distance. The tunnel actually went on for a little ways.
About. That's less than 3/4 mile. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe like 45-minute walk or so.
Yeah. Nah.
Rio is now our party's cartographer.
Luckily, the tunnel does seem empty. Or at least you didn't see anything with the lights. Oh, the train has lights too, by the way. It's like shining lights up ahead of you. So it is lighting up the area in front of you.
What I propose is some of us dig while others of us try to read this manual.
I agree. I am useless for both activities, but I will help.
Wait,
as
are you
best
guys
as I can.
actually leaving Isik on a train?
Well, it can go back. It can go backwards, right?
Yeah,
we're
we're gonna figure out
We
how
ever
reverse
discover how.
Yeah, you
so
assume it
that's our
can.
plan. That's our plan, is to spend time to read this book and figure out how while some of us dig.
I
Okay.
think another thing to know is how much power does the crystal
Carry.
yeah, exactly.
All right. So we're passing...
It's up to the dice roll, Lou, on whether we leave Isik on a train.
Just gonna randomly roll for it.
Well, if we can back the train up, we're staying in Isik. If we can't back it up, we're leaving.
We're bringing it with us. All right. So I guess we were passing. Sorry, I had to sneeze. We were passing time for a short rest. Anyone else doing anything during this time, let me know.
I thought.
Well, I don't
Wait,
need to
are we
rest, so-
resting? I thought people were studying and moving rocks.
Yeah, I'm moving rocks.
Okay, well, we're just passing time then. So...
If you guys are still at it
Can you
tomorrow,
guys whisper me HPs?
Go ahead, Riala.
if you guys are to the people moving rocks, if you guys are still at it tomorrow, I can help. But I have to, re-up some magic I haven't used in a while. Till then, I don't speak Dwarven, and I can barely lift my pack, so I'll be over here.
You'll be on watch.
Yeah, I can watch.
So those of
Take
you
watch.
with survival would know that this extra noise could bring enemies.
Yep.
If they are in the area, because it's...
I was assuming that moving the train would attract attention.
No, strangely enough, the train makes very little noise when it moves.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't have a steam engine. It has some kind of magical engine. I guess it would make some noise against the rails, but not as much as like a steam or even an electric train. It's much quieter. But
Can I use my survival to check for enemy movement or any more information on whether we should cease?
So if you're examining the area, it doesn't look like there's much in the way of tracks here. At least the immediate area, there's no side caves or tracks, so you don't think anything's been down here in a long time.
Well, keep in mind that the last chamber we were in looked like it hadn't been touched in a century, and suddenly we were beset upon by ghoul hordes and etc.
Well, you would know that those guys came from up above, where those screams were heard. Because remember, last game you broke through and a bunch of screams were heard in the surrounding hallways.
I wonder, though, if there will be any more that come down through that crack.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Alright, so time is passing. Alwyn, you said you first examine the area. You think it is fairly safe. This is after the first hour. So an hour would pass quietly. I continue to pass time. Give me an intelligence check if you're reading this book.
And I assume you have to be able to speak Dwarven to read the book.
Yeah, or have it,
I
translated
can
in
read
some
you a
way.
story. Yeah.
Just start reading all the stuff in there.
Yeah.
Oh, is Ophelia
nice.
reading it too?
Yeah,
Yep.
Ophelia was
Yeah,
helping.
yeah, I said earlier, yeah, because I can't help with hard labor,
All right.
and I can read Dwarvish.
Can help or won't help?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like, I can't move rocks. I'm gonna read. So are you talking to Clank? Looks like
That
Clank is
would be
kind
a
of
question.
trying to figure this out as well.
Yeah,
Or you-
I'm gonna read it out loud. The three of us, I guess, are trying to sort that out.
Get out of here, Ophelia.
Story time.
So,
I needed that to cast my thing because I used it for everybody to.
so you did a bomb of peace, so everyone would gain some health. Although I don't think your group is too wounded. You guys, you guys wrecked
Outwin.
those guys.
Yeah, I think Ophelia, you're drained, but like I don't think any of us are really like low.
That was a very
I-
good,
that's-
very
I'm
tactical
just topping
encounter.
everybody off while we're waiting.
That's why I was like wanting to I was thinking the temp HP would be more beneficial to you than anything.
Yeah, I got medicine checks from people, so I went ahead and just topped everybody off.
Oh, sorry.
I would
I didn't
if
send
I
you
were
because
you-
I was topped. Yeah.
if I were you, I don't know if you have the energies, but maybe restore yourself, Ophelia, and rest up. No.
No, I do not.
Okay.
So let's see. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Hammer, Clank, they start reading to you. So you are not directly reading, so disadvantage, but you're an artificer, so advantage. Give me an Arcana check at a wash. As they start explaining what's on the pages about this weird contraption.
Let me know
Alright.
if you need help.
So
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
this makes a lot of sense to you from your previous studies on ancient machinery. You get a few things. As far as the technology goes, it does sound a lot like the discovery that was made of some ancient night weather stuff, similar to that. And you do think you know how to both move it back and forth now, as well as stop it and increase the speed.
I will pass that along and say, do we want to go backwards?
This
Back
is
to the
after
station?
another 3 hours, by the way. Sorry, I should have said that first. So it is now 7:22, getting close to evening.
So we either set up camp here, or we go back to the station to set up camp. What do you guys think?
What does it say about expending? Does it expend energies from the soul crystal, or is this like infinite? Or does it say anything about that?
I don't know.
So that would be more knowledge of the soul crystal. You can make an obscure arcana check for that, DC 25, to know how that
I
would
know.
I'm going
work.
to use
Any of you with
I'll use
arcana.
10-2 recall to get advantage on this.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Otherwise, you might have to just research it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I am going to use. This is probably not a good use of it, but I am going to use magical guidance on this. And
I'm going to use a story point.
I'm going to ask for Ophelia's help too on this.
Alright, so you're doing a
Oh, yeah,
story
we're glad to
point re-roll. That would be your 1 per day.
And I use a sorcery point to re-roll.
Okay, magical guidance.
Oh,
Not the best roll, unfortunately.
Nope.
Alright, so yeah,
I went for D4.
you're thinking about it, but you're not sure how the energies of these soul crystals work. You might have to do research to know this.
cool.
I will say, to tell you the truth, I don't like being stuck in this dead end. As far as resting, and how long was the travel time from the station to here?
Probably if you're going 10 miles an hour, probably about 20 minutes ish.
Oh, let's go back south.
You could go back a lot quicker now that you know how to increase the speed. You would
Okay.
know also, Clank, that there is it doesn't stop right away, so you would have to be careful about when you slow down because there's a lot of you need time to
Momentum.
come to a stop. Yeah,
Train is heavy. Cool. So
you
let's
know,
go.
train
Let's go
stuff.
back to the station, and it's getting pretty late at night. My bedtime is coming quick.
Indeed.
So rest at the station. It seems pretty safe.
Agreed.
Is it?
Cool. And
Actually, why don't we
a
rest
nice tunnel.
before we get to the station?
Long rest?
That way we can control, because what helped us in that last battle is controlling them. They couldn't spread out and attack.
Yeah. So you're saying let's just get away from this wall. How do you feel about that, Kudo?
I will go with the flow, but I just feel like we're kind of trapped in here.
Yeah.
If the ghoul cords come down here, there's too many of them, you might get overwhelmed. Although I think you're kind of trapped in the station too, right? Like you'd have to go back up.
Well, we don't know what the other tunnel leads to, but
Oh, that's
possibly.
Actually, this is my recommendation: is going to the south side now that we know how to operate this
Oh, see what's
crazy
the other way.
contraption. Yeah,
It seems
let's do
like
that.
Ophelia also wanted to do that. So
Let's do that.
All
Cool.
right. So you all get back on board and operate the train.
And whoever wants to rest on the train can rest.
So it was going at the lowest speed. How fast do you want the train to go? You don't know exactly what settings do what speeds, unfortunately. You need more time to figure that out.
I'm gonna say like the lowest speed.
Alright, so the lowest above base.
Yeah.
So you start going back about twice as
Could
fast.
somebody stand at the other end and let me know if we need to stop?
That's what Radu's doing.
Thank you, Radu.
He's
So how
cleaning
fast
as he
is
does
That
it.
taught me good.
How fast
I
is
will-
twice the speed?
About 20 miles an hour.
I will telepathic link to Alwyn, the conductor, and go to the back with Radu.
Okay.
Alright, so Clank, because you are not completely trained, I need an Arcana check to operate this vehicle.
Cool.
I assume
use
you're
another-
driving.
Oh, maybe I should be in the front and telepathic bond with Radu so I can help with the driving.
Well, since you're going
Okay.
backwards, you'd need someone on the back of the train to keep an eye out, right?
That's what Radu is.
Oh, Radu's
Radu
doing
is
that.
doing that.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the front with Clank and help out.
Alright, so 12.
Oh my lord!
It was
I'm
a
going to-
24 because I was using Kenku Recall,
Ah,
which
Oh,
is
sweet.
why I linked it right
Sweet.
beforehand. I just didn't want
Nice.
to interrupt everybody.
I mean, 12
My man.
isn't a horrible roll, but sure, 24 is way better. So yeah, you easily bring the train safely into the station. About 10 minutes later. Are you going to keep going the other way?
So it sounded like it was the plan for, yeah,
How fast?
same speed.
20?
I-
Or lowest, alright?
I would say lowest, just because
Okay,
we
we'll
don't
go
know.
even lower than that. Yeah. So,
So back to basically safe speed, 10.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this tunnel seems much more open. And you start to move outside the city limits.
I know where it fucking goes.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, do you want to just keep traveling?
it's up to you, conductors.
We're still
Clank
going very
and
slow.
Alan.
But yeah, so far the track has been clear.
Paisley, could you give us like time, because we do probably want to get back.
So,
I
yeah.
guess you call it home away from home, but like, yeah.
So you've been going for about 20 minutes down the south tunnel. When you basically hit the end, well, you believe is the edge of Isik underground. So you
Making
probably
it
believe you're
6:40?
going out in the fields.
Which
The
direction
exact
are we
time?
traveling?
Sorry, the exact time is 7:52 right now.
So we
Oh.
need to be getting ready to take a nap.
It's your call. We'll take a vote, my friends. Or I think we can travel for another hour and make it back in time.
In time for
Okay.
what?
My bedtime. I don't know, actually.
What speed are you going to go for another hour?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think.
Same speed.
It's time for full speed. This seems fine.
No. Did you say full speed?
I
Forget it.
said same speed.
Okay. Hey.
That would just be funny. This looks fine. Full speed. All right, so you continue kind of at 10 miles an hour. You said for another hour?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that would get you some distance, not very far though. As you go for an hour, kind of outside of town, and the tunnel does still look good.
And our smart people try to estimate where we might be in this world.
That leaves me out.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
southbound train going 10 miles an hour. I only know how to calculate the intersecting train.
So you what was I gonna say? So you're moving at about twice the speed you would be going overland on foot, which would be 5 miles an hour. So probably twice as. So if you went for a day, you'd go 2 squares on the map instead of 1 at this speed.
I'm just desperately curious to where this connects to. Is all.
Did you say throttle up?
Full speed time.
Can I sit down and pull out my component pouch and arrange some like twigs and berries and what have you and cast divination?
Yeah, I'd use my cat beads right now too.
Super smart. That's awesome.
I'm just thinking that the Iron Tide might have an easier way in and out now.
Yeah.
Can this be
On
ritual
board.
cast? No.
All right, so you
Yeah,
are.
this can be ritual cast. It's all ritual cast.
Yeah, it just costs the 25 maho to do,
Okay. Do I have Maho?
which would be nature
in
for
my
you.
inventory? Let me see here.
Components.
I don't. So I would ask Clank or whomever's keeping the party essence if I could have some.
Or wait, are you doing this as a druid or as a? Are you full druid? I forget. Okay.
No, I have 1 level in cleric, so I'm doing it as druid.
Okay, so you could actually do it as either.
As either what?
As either
Religion or
religious or nature components.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Ooh, interesting.
I would ask Clank or whomever's holding the party.
Because I don't
Maho
have
first
clear
and-
rules on that yet.
Maho. Let me
It'd be components.
check.
Yeah,
Let
25.
me check the ledger. We have much more. You only have. We have very little nature components. Let me just say that. I think you want to
okay.
use religious. Yeah. But you have to borrow. You have to, quote unquote, borrow from Ophelia.
At least until I nerf it and say you have to use your higher level for multi-class.
Yeah, I mean, Rhea specifically kind of avoids kind of like holy and divine kind of like flavor, but like, but yeah, I mean, if that's something she can use, then and party has it, she would use it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's use the ruler.
So,
Well, we don't have a choice, actually. Yeah.
So how much religious components are you giving her?
Ophelia.
How many does she need?
I asked for
is the
25.
question.
Oh, I have 53
Oh, you
nature.
only do 25. Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, you do have
I'm
nature.
sorry. Yeah, I was still I didn't see it in my.
Yeah, I'll
but
give.
it says I have
I'll give
53.
25.
I'll just use nature. I've got it here.
All right, so she's going to use her own, so you can keep yours. All right, so you cast divination. What are you asking?
If we continue along this track, will we encounter another cave-in or anything that could this train could
Danger.
do? Yeah. What?
Danger.
You don't hear this though. It's
Well,
him.
I feel like that's too vague.
Should be in our head. So you're asking if you continue along this track, will you encounter a cave-in, right?
Another cave-in or anything that stops the train from continuing.
You would
And
get
this is within 7 days. The answer would be within 7 days.
So you're asking if you
Oh.
continue along this track for 7 days, will you encounter a cave-in?
Or anything that stops the train from
Anything-
continuing, yeah.
Okay. Let me think about that for one moment.
I guess a terminus wouldn't count as a cave-in though.
Oh wait.
True.
why
Yeah,
am
this
I
might be useless
broadcasting?
information, but if the answer is no, then I say let's go full speed ahead. If the answer is yes, then I guess we haven't really learned much.
I think no, I think that was an excellent idea, but I'm still concerned about going full speed ahead. Yeah. But,
Yeah, well, that was kind of my thought, was simply
So-
to find out whether or not traveling at higher speeds, is an option.
Gotcha.
So you would receive an unclear, which means there might be variables to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's forks in the. There's like yeah. Okay. Fucking network.
Wait.
Okay.
This campaign now becomes the underground trains of the Therians.
This
Well,
is amazing.
if we choose to continue,
Follow
I
the
think we
drinking
should.
gourd.
If we choose to continue, I think we'll have to go at slower speeds until we've ascertained how far this track really goes.
Railroad
If it is unclear, it makes me feel that at least there's some paths that would be fruitful for us.
Oh wait,
and some that are not.
Are you doing a commune, Ophelia?
Oh shit!
We're probably gonna have to stop
Getting-
soon for time, but yeah, what's your question?
I am going to ask Paler if we're going to encounter any cave-ins along this path.
Same answer. You're gonna get the same answer.
Yeah, you'd get unclear again.
Yeah, mine at least had a distance, like the 7 days. Like yours is
I
pretty
will
far away.
say,
Yeah.
I mean, this path is probably going to end at some point.
Right.
It doesn't just go forever.
That's why I thought the 7
Although I
days
guess if
thing-
it went in a loop, but then you'd hit the back of the other cave-in at some point. So, yeah.
I'm going to say, are there forks on this rail?
So you're spending another 5th level spell?
I get to ask 3 questions.
Oh, okay. Up to 3. All right. So are there any forks on this path? Yes. You would receive a yes.
Okay. And for my last question, I will say, will we find another station within the next 6 hours? The speed.
Traveling at this speed?
Yeah, I did.
You'd get a no.
Oh,
Okay, I will
that was a good
party.
That was good. Very good. Okay. Well, that's a long time.
At this point, it does seem like the train is going towards Char. The tracks are. which is it's kind of interesting. But why don't we end here, because we are a little over time. I know I took some time to get started, so I gave some extra time there at the end. Let's do
Okay.
MVP votes. This is quickly becoming the Railroad Barons group.
Ticket to Ride. I was thinking.
Talk to some other groups. They're like, we went to the Shadowfell. We're riding the train under Teruvia. What? That's an option?
Honestly, that was one of the biggest questions I had in my mind when the other campaign ended. Yeah.
Oh, where does the train go?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had all the fucking pieces and we didn't do it. So.
Yeah, we followed the tracks 2 ways and found cave-ins and said, "Oh, we'll come back later," and we never did.
Which is why we need to do it now.
All right, so Kudo with 3 votes, you are MVP.
Oh, sweet. Thank you,
You
guys.
would get any other inspiration claims anyone wants to make?
I will. I will give.
Or
I
for
will
other
vote
people?
Or I will recommend one for Alan for being a train conductor.
Yes.
Choo! I even made my own train noises.
Yeah.
Uh,
Even though you didn't let
Randu-
him use the PA system, that's kind of bullshit.
is that
but-
in character
was
for
bad.
Alwyn? Was he a train conductor at some point in his past?
Yeah, it was his old life.
It
He
would
went
be-
from conducting trains to training dragons.
Training dragons.
Seems safer.
Iron dragons too.
I had a really bad experience with my last conducting job.
Yeah, I'm not sure if being the train conductor, it is kind of a cool thing, but I don't know if that would go along with anything from his like past or RP stuff.
You don't know my life.
Any other recommendations?
I say Raju played his character pretty well tonight. During the fight, he ran into the middle of, started charging at the enemies after they got through all the AoEs, and then was very in character, hanging out at the back of the train and watching over us. All
Kind
that
of
fun
being
stuff.
defensive.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know if he really put himself in too much danger, but sure. I'll give you one as well. Radu.
Thank you.
All right. So let me take some notes.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thanks for going along with that. I hope I didn't
You hope you didn't railroad us.
Yeah, I didn't impose too much. But I was very excited about the train.
I was right there with you, so I feel bad.
Right.
Riala was
though
like,
I
"What
think-
are we doing?"
Yeah,
No,
Riala
she
was
wasn't.
probably
She
the-
had no problems with checking out the train and getting it running and stuff. She just kept trying to like have us prepare for like in case we encountered dangers after we started. And,
Yeah.
Rial.
And nobody
Rial-
actually listened to what she wanted to do, what she said she wanted to do before we left.
They were too excited
After
about
we
the train.
left, then they're like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna do it now, but you can't do it because half of us are in a different car."
You could just
True.
open the
Rial-
doors.
Yeah, Riala was like in the back, like, wait, hold on, like, don't forget, and we all like just like jump on a train and like.
I honestly, I was planning to throw down a totem during that combat just to throw some temp HP on everyone. But I like kind of just the timing never quite worked out. So then I'm like, oh, if we're gonna start exploring this railroad thing, let's buff everybody up, and then we can sleep on the train ride, and I can get my totem back. And then once you actually said, Lou, like, yeah, go ahead and do it now, but it's not gonna get everyone. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna bother.
I'm gonna head out. Fun
Nice.
session, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
great
yeah,
session.
see you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everybody.
the session.
Yeah, thank you, Lou.
Yeah, no
Good night.
problem. Okay.